You, the people, have the power. The power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world.
We don't sleep to dream, we sleep to build stamina, energy to do our thing. Get your camera up. This show is about to begin, so sit down and buckle it in. Let's go! Hello, my sexy husky voice. You guys remember those? I mean, I'm not sure how old people here in the chat are, but when I was young, I'd be watching Star Trek at like 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'm watching like TOS and TNG or whatever was on. Any kind of Star Trek. But I remember the commercials would always start with this. It would go black and be like, boom, 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 boom. If you like sexy teen girls, call this number now and talk to Alyssa. And I'm like, 13 years old. I'm like, I'm watching Star Trek, and all of a sudden I feel like I'm doing something wrong, bro.
Similar thing. I don't know if you had it in the States, but early 2000s, similar thing. You had like phone chat, right? And it used to be There used to be two versions between as trailers, like later at night. It used to be about 11 o'clock, and it'd be like there'd be a gay one, and it'd be like a guy in gym gear on a cross trainer with a phone going, hi, call me now, you know,
call me.
And then the female one would be doing exactly the same, and it's like nobody goes on a cross trainer and acts like that, for crying out loud. You're pouring with sweat, you're unhealthy, you're fat, you're overweight. No one looks that glamorous on a cross trainer.
And then, bro, it's like I remember all the lawsuits for all the young kids watching Star Trek at 3 a.m. who are then using their phone to call these hotlines and racking up thousands of dollars of bills. There's like no verification that the person calling that line actually owns the line. It's wild.
Yeah. It's like they phone up and suddenly they get through, and it's like, so you called my number. It's like, you sound very different to the
Hi, I'm Alyssa. How are you? All right, so what we're talking about today, sorry about the side quest. We are talking about, and by the way, guys, if people ask where Shane is, Shane will be here toward the end of the show. He is in the middle of coaching some kind of sport, and I forgot what it was. He'll let us know. I think it's soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah, soccer. Football.
Or football.
But he'll be here at the end, and for the members, of course. What we're talking about today, we're talking about End of Oak Street. Shane and I like the movie, so at the end of the movie, we're going to have a whole spoiler discussion. And more importantly, we are going to call out some of the rage merchants who admittedly either didn't watch the movie or left the movie early and still gave it a review somehow. I hate that so much.
Okay.
If you don't watch a movie, if you don't finish
the damn job.
You can't give it a review, period. And they just missed the point of the film. And it's weird when reviewers miss the point of a movie, but they try to sound intelligent and they try to jump on the woke, the anti-woke bandwagon. It's just such a silly thing. We're going to talk about that. The movie itself. Plus, D23 dropped all kinds of crazy stuff. First off, Vision Quest trailer. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at the new Doomsday trailer. We're going to talk about Reacher Season 4. I think it might be its last season, if I'm being honest with you. And, of course, Lanterns. Lanterns Episode 1 drops tomorrow. We saw the first 5 minutes. And we're going to make our predictions on that. And just a reminder, tomorrow we're going to do a special stream at the end of, after Green Lanterns drops, the first episode, we're going to just go impromptu live stream. We're just going to do it. We're going to do it live. We're going to do it live.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff going on tonight. I did want to share my latest project with everyone while you're here. Check this out. This, my friends, this is the new server setup. I finally finished it.
That's cool, man.
So to the left is the file center and sort of the brain, right? It runs Linux and a bunch of other stuff. And to the right is basically a sharing center. And I have 2 computers essentially running dual servers that helps us with our podcast videos. And it's pretty awesome, dude. I'm very proud of it. It's super fast. Shane was able to log in. It working great. I just wanted that testimony. I'm very proud of the work I did with this system. And that's currently running right here, right behind me. So
it's got power. What he hadn't told everyone is the entire area has just lost power.
It's funny. So if you look, the white computer, the one on the left that runs the Linux, that thing, it has 8 hard drives in it. You can't see them; they're underneath the cabinet. And basically, it's 8 like SSDs, smaller drives, right? And it's funny because the power supply I had in it was totally adequate because it doesn't have like an amazing GPU. It just has like a little 1080 Ti, like nothing special, 4 gigs of VRAM. It's whatever. The video card was whatever I had laying around. I didn't worry about that. I was worrying more about how much RAM it had and the CPU because it's a file server, right? And the VRAM is really just for like the AI sorting stuff because it does like file sorting. Anyways, it's funny because the power supply was big enough for any gaming computer I ever had, but I didn't realize the second I plugged it in, it was, remember, everything was booting. Everything was installed. Now I'm like, I just need to put the hard drives in and mount them onto into Linux. And when I plugged them in, computer wouldn't boot. And I thought maybe I broke something when I was trying to shove them into the cabinet or whatever.
That's the most devastating emotion you go through.
Bro, when you are building a computer and you spent 2 days building this fantastic little rig and all of a sudden it won't boot and you have no idea why. And after all kinds of, I took it apart, put it back together, tried everything. Finally, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to bare bones this. Again, took it out, dropped it onto the table and just bare bones it, turned on. I'm like, what's different? I'm like, oh, the 8 hard drives aren't plugged in. And that's when I realized it needed a bigger power supply. So I stole my kids out of her gaming system.
They're now saying again, I don't know why it's not working. What's going on?
Yeah, I literally went, so I built her a gaming rig like 5 years ago. I literally maxed a credit card to buy the parts. It cost me a fortune. And she has a little 1,000-watt power supply in that sucker, bro.
Cool.
So I swapped out I gave her, now she has a 650-watt power supply.
But what she don't know won't hurt her.
And you know what? I don't even know if it booted up. I don't know if her games are going to play, but that's a problem I'll worry about tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, exactly.
In the meantime, the server's working.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man.
Can I make a special request?
Yeah, absolutely.
Today, my channel, Sci-Fi Chronicles 79, that Brian is part of. We work on it together, and he does the Stargate watch parties with me. I don't know if any of you have seen, but YouTube have just changed the rules. So from February, if you haven't hit 1,000 subscribers, basically they're doubling the watch time that you need to do, or trebling what you have to do to effectively get to monetization and to move forward. So if you haven't already and you like sci-fi stuff, there's Stargate SG-1. We're going to be doing more supernatural stuff as well. Lots of other shows. I'm going to be doing reviews. I'm going to be doing Marvel, DC stuff. If you like all of that, please come along and subscribe and support the channel as I develop it. I'd really appreciate it. But I'm on Operation Warp Speed now. I've got to get to 1,000 subs before February.
Yeah, so basically, if he doesn't get monetized by February, then the requirements double, right?
Yeah.
Shane was telling me how they're making it really hard to get partnered by February. And I'm just like, I'm so happy that like 3 of our channels are already partnered because I remember how hard it was to get the first channel to partner. Like it was impossible. Now, once you get the first one, the second one's easier and the third one's even easier. It gets easier. But that first channel was really hard to get partnered. So
Crossing the line.
We're doing every Sunday at 12:30 p.m. PST. We are doing a Stargate watch along, and then I believe we're going to start some supernatural stuff, right?
Yeah. There's going to be some Star Trek stuff coming. There's going to be supernatural videos about like breakdowns of like condensed episode reviews.
Yeah, and we got some Stargate content,
stuff,
right?
Tech stuff, Stargate content stuff coming about characters, races, beings.
One of my favorite videos is he did this deep dive on basically the Asgard, and he's going to do the same for other races. You can go check it out. The Stargate Vault stuff on Sci-Fi Chronicles is super cool. The watch parties are super fun. I basically break my diet every week and just chow down on horrible food and enjoy Stargate. Get over there and subscribe. If you've already subscribed, share it out. Tell your friends. You got kids with a YouTube, with a phone, go on their phone, go to Sci-Fi Chronicles 79 and just subscribe for them, okay?
Yeah, we're breaking all the rules.
Hey, your parents, your friends, say, hey, let me see your phone real quick. Hit YouTube, subscribe. I'm serious. Like, go out there and just like evangelize for this guy. Get him subscribed because he's got to get to 1,000 before the end of the year, really. Because it takes about a month to get approved too. So you need to really need to get it before the end of the year.
Yeah, we're not giving up. We're going to keep going. When we get over that, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
That's right.
So thank you all.
And I'll tell you this. I'll make a promise for John. Once it gets to 1,000 subs, he will do a live stream where he jello wrestles an even smaller person in a kiddie pool.
I do that every weekend anyway, so it's not even a chore for me.
Just film it. Yeah, no big deal. All right, guys. So real quick, I'm sorry. We're just throwing everything out there real quick before we get started with the stories. But if you want to support the channel, hit up mixtees.com right here, mxtz.co or mxtees.com. Really, anything you buy there helps the channel. Use coupon code POPCAST or BRANE for now and get 10% off. It really helps the channel. But if you want to specifically go to one of our stuff, click on YouTube exclusives, click on the podcast, and we have a lot of really rad stuff. If you want our members shirt that John frequently wears, go to Brain and click on the Freaky Noise shirt. That's our members special shirt. And that's how you can support us. Pretty awesome. Oh, and if you really want to support us without spending a penny, go and subscribe to our website, The Popcast Brothers.
Oh, it's good.
It's at popcast.co, popcast.co. We couldn't afford the M. It's too expensive. Go check it out. It's completely free. It's ad-free. There will never be ads on this website. We will never put a Cialis ad or a Raid Shadow Legends ad. This will always be...
Or a gay chat advert.
Or a gay chat. It will always be 100% ad-free. This is not for money. This is so that we can put information out that's off YouTube, off Twitter, that's away from the tech bro websites that we have no control over. We want to be able to reach out to people and talk and share things that have nothing to do with what YouTube allows us to say, or Twitter or Facebook. We want our own platform. And so this will always be 100% free. And if you're already a member here, we're working on somehow giving special access to the website via to the members that are already members on this channel. Okay, man. That's it.
It's good. It's a good site. It's a good site, everybody. And do you know what the crazy guys have done? They've actually given me an editor status on it, so I could write anything in there and just completely throw Shane and Brian.
That's
really
true.
Could.
You know, I didn't think about that. So just go back to that real quick. If you go back, I'll go back to the podcast. Basically, there are 3 editors of this website. That's it. 3 editors. It's me, Shane, and John. Yep. 99.99% of everything written there right now is Shane. I have one article because I made the website. After I made the website, I was like, I need to put an article up. That's my one article so far. But the only people that will ever post on there will be us. There'll never be anyone else. There'll never be paid posts, no ads, nothing. It will always be just us. We just want a way to communicate and share things without YouTube and Twitter and Facebook telling us what we can do. That's it.
Yeah.
So go check it out because
that's what we do.
You know, if we scream in the woods, are we really screaming if there's no one around? I don't know. No, we're not. Okay, so so the first we're gonna put the end of Oak Street stuff at the end so that Shane can join us. Yeah. So what we're gonna talk about first is I really want to talk about this D23 stuff that dropped. 2 things. Let me just pull it up real quick. We got some weird casting for X-Men.
Some stuff occurred at D23, mate. Really?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't hear any of that. Really?
You know what's really funny is
to talk about.
I'm actually sort of shocked that they both went to Comic-Con and they went to, and you know, and they actually had stuff at Comic-Con, and they also had even more stuff at D23. It was surprising me. So usually when they pull a bunch of stuff on D23, you know, they don't bother going to Comic-Con and spending all that money there. Yeah. But that wasn't the case. Not this year. They're going for broke.
They're going all in. What's
very interesting to me is I think that they're going all in because they really have to, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and do you think also Spider-Man's pushed it on as well? Thinking we're in a good place right now.
But they had to
maximize it.
Right, but they had to have already have planned this stuff way beforehand, right? Like this was already scheduled. They have a plan, and this is the year Marvel wants to burn back into the social zeitgeist. They want you to forget the last 3 or 4 years and just focus on what's coming awesome, on what's awesomely coming. And so what they did was Comic-Con, they had huge Doomsday and other announced, trailers and Doomsday masks. They gave out costumes, a huge Hall H display with all kinds of cool Avengers stuff, and it was like going to like a Disney ride or something, right?
Yeah, and do you know what? Sorry, Matt, I was going to just say, we've talked about it before, and I think we talked about it last week, but with DC at the moment, when I see a DC movie advertised, it doesn't overly excite me when I see a trailer. But, for all of the issues that Marvel's had the last few years, I saw that Doom trailer for Doomsday this morning, which you'll come on to in a few minutes.
Right.
And I was like, I'm excited. And we'll talk about it when we get there. But, that's how it should be. I was like,
yeah, no. And
punch in the air.
Yeah, when we get to that, I gotta be honest. I almost think that should have been the first trailer they showed. It's weird.
100%.
The other stuff they showed
that's what
was
you wanted.
Like, maybe they didn't have it or something. I don't know. Right. But
yeah.
But the first story of today is we're going to talk about the X-Men casting, because there is some very interesting X-Men casting, bro. And I gotta be honest with you, when I first saw this on X, I was like, Indy Navarrete, I can't always mess up her last name. The chick from Obsession.
Indy Navarrete, yeah.
The chick from Obsession is Rogue? What?
Yeah, okay.
I was like, that's someone's fan casting. But then I look up, and it's freaking Variety.
It's really, yeah.
It's Variety. So I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like, oh, okay.
And I didn't actually watch the D23 live. I watched it after the fact. Because honestly, I didn't expect much to come out in D23. Like, legit, I didn't. Because they had this huge Comic-Con presence.
Yeah.
So why are they going to waste a bunch of more stuff on D23? But of course they are. Well, then I go to the Independent here. And there's some crazy casting. Adam Driver, Maya Boyd, Indy Navarrete. A bunch of people are... And it's our friend over here, John. He has this quote: "The MCU is back to MCUing." I don't think that's the case at all. Like, these are all female characters. They're very common in the X-Men universe. So as much as I like John Ross, I'm not sure if that's not 100% accurate.
Christopher Abbott as Professor X was the interesting one for me.
Yeah. So this is what Independent says: the cast of the new X-Men movie has officially been announced, putting to bed months of rumor about who will be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, most important new franchise. The annual D23 convention is taking place over the weekend, with Disney announcing a slew of new projects, teasing films and TV shows due for immediate release. But all eyes were on the new X-Men cast Friday night, August 14th. Adam Driver, who has been sought by a number... Adam Driver, who has been sought by a number of Marvel projects over the years, was confirmed to be playing the villain Mr. Sinister. Yes.
Yeah, perfectly.
That's really good casting.
Casted.
Like, if you guys don't know what Adam Driver looks like, I'll just maybe you live under a bridge. That's what he looks like. That's Adam Driver.
Do you want a quick video interview of him?
Bro, you don't even need... Yeah, send it over. You don't even need makeup for this guy. He already looks like Mr. Sinister, which is crazy to me. All right, but additionally...
Just sent it, mate.
Indy Navarrete... Oh, thanks. I'll put it up right now. Indy Navarrete, who is the breakout star from Obsession, will be playing Rogue. What does she look like, in case you've lived under a rock the last few months? Doesn't really look like Rogue, but she is a very good actor. And what's very interesting to me is people were comparing her to that chick from the... I always forget her name. But the girl from the first X-Men movies in the early 2000s who looks like she might be mentally challenged. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Anna.
Yeah, what's Anna something?
Paquin.
Yes.
Anna Paquin.
Anna,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. She looks like she might have maybe some kind of like.
Is she the one that was in that vampire series?
She was in the vampire series. So she looks like she might have like a disability. Here we go. Here she is.
She was in Independence Day as well, wasn't she?
I don't think so. Was she?
Yeah, she was. She remember Randy Quaid's kids. She was the daughter.
Was that her?
Yeah, that was her.
No joke.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Yeah, so I watched her in True Blood and X-Men, and I've really never been a huge fan of her. She talks very weird. I don't like the way she talks. Everything feels forced. She's not a very good actor. Again, I don't think she's very attractive. So I've never really liked the character. But I do like Indy. I think she is a very good actor. I think she's attractive enough to play it. And I think with the right makeup and the right hair, she could totally look like Rogue, 100%. So before we go to the rest of the casting, let me pull up this thing that John just sent me. You sent it to my regular Twitter, right?
Yeah, regular one, mate.
All right, so this is from Adam Driver. Thank you, my dude.
Yeah,
By the way, again, it's perfect casting. I can't see any better
it really
casting.
is. Yeah.
Here we go.
I'll be right here. Just waiting for everybody to show up. Enjoy your weekend, D23.
That's the whole thing? Damn.
That's it. So I thought it was longer, but yeah. Basically, that was just before they announced him. That was Variety that put that one up.
Wow. Variety put a cam, like they videotaped a screen and put that on their Twitter. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I know.
So the rest of the article, let me just go through it real quick. So first, I think that's perfect casting. I legitimately think it is.
Yeah.
And I think Indy's gonna be fine. She's a good actor. She's pretty. She can look the part. It's not like they're having, it's not like a super Chinese person is playing Rogue, right?
Yeah.
Or someone with distinct racial features. This person can definitely pull off Rogue, regardless of whether or not, she's a Southern white woman or whatever the hell Rogue was. So, they will join the previously announced Heartbreaker star Kit Connor and Ready or Not Samara Weaving. Okay, so Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. Okay, this is perfect casting, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Samara Weaving, if you've ever watched the Ready or Not stuff or The Babysitter or really any of her movies are good, legitimately. But I really like The Babysitter, and I like Ready or Not and Ready or Not Here I Come. I think they're both great movies. She just knocks it out of the park. She is a good actor. She's really pretty. And most importantly, she looks like Emma Frost.
Yeah.
She actually looks like the character. When I picture Emma Frost, this would be like my fan casting for the character, which is crazy.
Yeah. She can be my mutant any day of the week, mate.
Any day of the week. And then this guy, Kit Connor, let me pull him up real quick. I guess Kit Connor can play. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Cyclops. I have no idea what his acting is like. I've never seen him. He almost looks like a sort of a young cousin to Chris Evans. Notice that?
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that fourth one in the center where he's got kind of like the baby wings,
the
angel
baby,
wings,
the baby demon wings.
That's a red flag right there, my friend.
I mean, he does sort of look like he's related to Chris Evans, which is sort of crazy.
Yeah,
maybe Chris Evans' younger brother. But whatever, he looks the part. I think.
I get why they're going younger, because they're trying to build it out to have them in there for how many years, just like they did when it started.
Right.
With other things. It makes sense if you want them to age up as you go along. It makes perfect sense.
Now this is what it tells me about the whole Jean Grey thing in Spider-Man. I get it now. I get why they cast her, but I still think that it was a mistake, because introducing Jean Grey before you introduce, Professor X. Is confusing. Like, that's your flagship character, essentially. You also introduced her in a Spider-Man movie, and you introduced her as the villain. And the people that say that Jean Grey didn't kill anyone on screen are on crack. I'm sorry, guys. There's no way she didn't kill people in that movie. First off, I was watching a new Rockstars video, and they're like, well, there's no definitive evidence if that guy that got hit by a truck died. People can survive that. I'm like, who? Who can survive that?
Even if they do, they're not having a full life again, are they?
Bro, that guy he got hit by a car going like 50 miles an hour. An old man. His body just like the physics of it. He just flew across the street. He's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead.
He's a ragdoll. He's a ragdoll at that point.
That's the easiest representation of an obvious death to me. But then also, she mind controlled people to shoot other people. And I have no idea if those people lived or died or what. And then at the beginning of the movie, she's driving a tank through the city, bro.
So she's a serial killer then.
Smashing cars, just thorough destruction. And the people that she didn't kill on screen was not because she wasn't trying to kill, was because Spider-Man saved people. The tank goes through the wall, and it would have killed 12 people, and Spider-Man uses this cool web thing where he shoots it and he pulls all the half a dozen people out of the way at the last minute. She was introduced as a villain. She 100% killed people. And if you want to split hairs and be like, we never saw a death on screen, fine. She definitely intended to kill people.
What is it about Marvel's women that they just seem to create mass mental crimes and they just go away skipping?
It's wild to me.
The sunset. Yeah.
So I get that they're going for a younger cast, and I actually applaud it. I honestly do. That's the way to go. If you want a long franchise, look, we can't rely on Marsden to be Cyclops. He's guy's in his 50s. Dude, I know the joke is we're going to make Hugh be Wolverine until he's 90. I get it. But these guys, these people are old now. Professor X, I'm shocked he can, Patrick Stewart can still walk. Shocked.
Well, look at Logan. When he did Logan, the final Wolverine movie, sorry.
Chronologically,
Patrick Stewart was ancient that. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And again, it's but even when we see the trailer, when you look at the Doomsday and you see old what's his name? Magneto.
Right.
And how old he looks in that.
He looks so old.
He does.
I mean,
and
really,
they've done
really
it with
old.
the long grey hair and
I know, but I like
frazzled.
I love these characters. I love these actors. They're a big part of my childhood. But at some point, it's time to hang up the helmet, dude, because everyone has to age, and these people can't be his characters forever. And I get it. And the next generation, they need a young cast that my kids can grow up watching, and they can be on a podcast in 20 years complaining about the casting for the next generation. Fine. I get that. But I still think introducing Jean Grey in Spider-Man as the seriously unhinged villain of the movie was a massive mistake. Because even if you like her character by the end, you still introduced what you're establishing as the pillar of your next franchise is essentially an unhinged, crazy bad guy.
Well, this is. I get where you're coming from, because just playing it through my mind as you're talking there, I'm thinking to myself, when Jean goes Dark Phoenix, you care because of the character you've gone with. You've got that empathy for that character who's developed to become the Dark Phoenix, and those things happening.
Yeah, she wasn't a psychopath when she gets the Phoenix. Right.
So now you've seen her as she was in the Spider-Man movie, and again, I still can't get tickets for it. I'm going to go and watch it, but I know what's gone on.
Bro, what are you doing?
I'm
kidding.
Yeah, I know. I can't get them.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, bastard. And literally, you think to yourself, well, if she's effectively like a serial killer to start with, how are they going to care for that character in the first X-Men movie? The audience,
Right.
I know there's a redemption arc, but I thought the whole thing, the Phoenix is the whole redemption arc.
Yeah, and look,
thing.
like I did end up liking it. I liked Jean Grey in Spider-Man. Like, it was good. But it didn't have to be Jean Grey. Like, it literally could have been anyone. But I guess they wanted to introduce, Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. I just think introducing her in that way was a massive mistake. So maybe, I don't know how to explain her actions. And I see a comment here from TJ I3. Cop cars overturning after hit by a tank. Someone died there. 100%. Sorry. 100%. Look, we saw when Spider-Man was like getting all spidery and he's fighting with Scorpion Guy and he grabs his tail and he accidentally hits a cop car. Like, that cop that was in that car was seriously injured. You don't think the tank running over the other cop cars didn't kill people? Like, because from Ernie, thank you Ernie for the chat. Those characters live in a world where superheroes and aliens invasions, there's going to be collateral damage. Who cares? I mean, I care because that's supposed to be a superhero. You're supposed to empathize with this character. You're supposed to root for her. And I don't find myself rooting for her.
It's the same thing with Batman Begins, though, when the Batmobile literally is a tank, goes over the police car, and you think, they're dead. There's no way. There's just no way. He's literally just totaled that police car.
But you know what? I had, you know what, though? And I'm gonna defend you right now, Ernie. I also thought that in Captain America Brave New World, the second Red Hulk hits the Captain America Falcon character, he should just be Red Mist. But he didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. Another comment from your Yorkshire Geek, Samara Weaving. I know. Yeah. Very pretty.
Yeah.
More importantly,
we could tell your drool all the way down the screen.
More importantly, very pretty and a good actor, because that's more important.
Yeah.
But also, it looks like Anna Paquin was not in Independence Day. John, you were wrong.
I've been corrected. I know.
Yep,
looks very similar.
Kenneth Rogue says no, she wasn't. Similar. She was not in it. Yep, she was not in it. But I knew it.
She's very similar, though, because someone has also said correctly it's the girl that was in Mrs. Doubtfire. They look very similar, so that's why I'll take the hit. Don't worry, just work the body. Everybody.
I figure it's fine. I didn't think it was her. Someone also said Anna Paquin had medical issues in 2022. Before that, she was supposedly healthy. Really?
That's why she's got a walking stick in those images we showed earlier.
Oh, then I feel sort of bad for saying looked like she was. Had like a mental a problem. So before that, she was totally healthy. But it's weird because she talked like I have a speech impediment, 100%, right? But I try to speak around it. I don't lean into it. And in X-Men, she either didn't try to fix her very awkward speech, or something. And then in True Blood, it was even worse because then she took her awkward speech and she added like what I think is like a Southern accent. Yeah. It didn't sound Southern. It just made her sound like she was stoned. I don't get it. I didn't like the actor. I didn't like her casting in True Blood or in X-Men. In fact, the only reason I kept watching True Blood was because of how freaking hot that one vampire is. Yeah, I'm talking about the guy, the blonde guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
Skarsgård. It's something Skarsgård.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about. Realistically, I kept watching because not because of how hot he was, but because the story was fun and he is a cool actor. He's just cool. See, anytime he's on screen, it was just a cool moment. Okay. Fan cheer for $2 said we love Adam Driver. Yes. Okay, so to finish this article up here real quick. But the casting has also thrown for a loop many observers who had been convinced in recent weeks that certain actors were all but signed onto the new movie. Okay, this is important. Thank you. Because how many scoopers were saying completely different names? I know y'all talking about scoopers again after you buzzed on Homeboy for scooping that Sadie Sink was Jean Grey, and then you were wrong. I get it. But the scoopers, they throw things at the wall. And the stuff that sticks, they run in that vein. It's like imagine if you're a prospector, right? Imagine if you're a prospector out trying to find gold in 1826 or whenever they did the gold rush, right? And let's say you're mining the hilltop, and all of a sudden you hit gold in the side of a mountain on a cliff somewhere. What you do if you want to continue getting gold is you follow that vein of gold, right? Yep. Once you hit the vein, you follow it down and you mine every bit of gold out of that vein. You don't hit gold and then go somewhere else and start drilling again. No, you want to mine that vein of gold. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, they all work the same way. I'm assuming Instagram and TikTok, although I don't really use those ones. Yeah. The way it works, and I know this because I have multiple channels, and I purposely don't do this, although people have accused us of doing it before. We really just talk about what we like at the time. But what you do is, let's say you get a bunch of views, right? Let's say the views were on a documentary you made about Alien. Right? And yes, I'm talking about our main channel right now. And all of a sudden you get a bunch of views. And you go, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make another video about Alien. And then Aliens. And then Alien 3. And then Alien versus Predator. And you keep the vein going, right? You're guiding that new audience you found down the path to keep your subscriber and view count going. Yeah. Same for X. Now, when we did that, by the way, that was planned the whole time. Whether Alien got a million views or 10 views, we had already created the other 3 videos, just so you know. We just got lucky that vein led us there, just so you know. Case in point, we made the Stargate, we made 3 Stargate videos, and one didn't do great. We didn't stop putting out Stargate videos. Okay? Yeah. So we plan our videos ahead of time. Whether they work or not is really up to the audience. But it's called chasing a vein. So on X, it does the same thing. So if a scooper goes, I heard that Sadie Sink is playing Mary Jane, and it gets no comments, no likes, no hearts or whatever, then they switch it up. And a week later, they're like, I heard, and maybe they're hearing these things, but maybe they hear a lot of things, and they sort of mine which one works. Sadie Sink is playing Mayday Parker. And it gets more views, but not a ton. And then you go, oh, she's playing Jean Grey. All of a sudden, it blows up. It's a viral tweet. There's 12,000 hearts and 7,500 comments. And you're like, oh, my God. Then you just keep hitting that vein. She's doing this. She's doing this. And now you're searching for anything you can find on Sadie Sink in Spider-Man playing Jean Grey because you want to chase that vein because you're monetized on these platforms. So the same exact thing happens with every one of these scoopers on all their movies. And yes, some of them have real information. Maybe they even have educated guesses where they know people and these people give them tips or they give them ideas or like, I think this person's doing this or this person met for a role. I heard there was a character that was meeting to read for Batman. I posted it on Twitter. It got thousands. It went viral. Well, I wasn't making that up. I was in a scuba channel and someone said this person is 100% reading for Batman. I didn't say it was for live action Batman. And what we learned is that he was he was literally getting hired to voice animated Batman stuff. And maybe that does end up being a live action role, but for now,
it wasn't Jensen, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was it was the guy from 1923. I always forget his name. It was from that. He was in one of those Edward these Sheraton things. I'll pull it up.
Oh yeah, I know Taylor Sheridan.
Brandon
the prequel.
Sklenar.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he played Spencer Dutton. Yeah, so that guy did meet for a Batman role, but it wasn't live action. It was voice, and that's fine. And you know what's funny? He actually does have the voice to play Batman. He has that voice, and I didn't know at the time. I just heard him and Batman. His name was connected to Batman in some way. So it went crazy. Now, did I all of a sudden go down the rabbit hole of trying to scoop on Batman stuff? No. I literally corrected the tweet and said, again, I don't know if this is for live action or it's voice or what. I have no idea what it's for. This is all I heard. This is exactly verbatim what I was told. And lo and behold, it's for voice. Perhaps maybe Brandon Sklenar ends up doing some kind of live action stuff too. I think it's a little too old for it, but who knows? All I'm saying is the scoopers are often wrong, more often than right, because they chase these veins and they throw a bunch of stuff at the walls. And really, really dishonest scoopers, like Daniel Rickman, he'll throw a bunch of stuff at the wall, and then the stuff that hits, he'll leave up. And the stuff that is wrong, he'll delete. So when you go through his history, you think the guy is basically a genie, right? Or a prophet. But he deletes it. I know, because I've been studying this grifter for a long time. And he has a Patreon account with thousands of people that subscribe. And I subscribed once to see what would happen. And it was a text file where he just put like very small nothing burgers. It's a total grift. It's not real. The reason he has so many followers and so much praise is because other YouTubers that really want to make videos about these upcoming movies, they quote him as if he's some kind of authority because it makes their videos look like they have authority. When in reality, Daniel RPK is wrong about 80% of the time. And the 20% of the time he is right. I'm not convinced it's sources other than him just literally throwing everything out there and praying for the best result. So what did this independent say? It says, yeah, the casting was thrown for a loop. A lot of people thought that other actors were assigned for this movie. One Spenny fan account went so far as to tweet their excitement over the impending X-Men presentation, only to follow up a tweet within minutes that said of the Neverett announcement saying, LMAO! The amount of fake narratives and rumors for the casting of X-Men caused. So, bottom line is, I'm gonna finish this up.
Yeah.
This is a perfect example of it's not true until it's been reported by the actual people making the stuff.
Yeah.
Or if it was an exclusive to Deadline or Variety, whatever, and they released it because their information came from the actual source, from Disney or James Gunn or whatever, right? I would really take the scoopers, everything you hear from scoopers, with a massive grain of salt, because one of the guys with the best track record is the guy I was actually blasting 2 weeks ago for Sadie Sink. That's Jeff Snyder. He has probably the best track record, and I've done the math, and even his track record is still about 30%, 30-something%. So he's right a little over 30% of the time. The rest of the scoopers are wrong between like 12 and 20% at most. They're just always wrong. They're almost never right.
So, they have quick videos that come out within like rapid time. After
that's what I'm saying.
Like they just reel them off, you know.
Bro, yeah, this Daniel RBK guy, he'll just say something that gets buzz, and people like New Rockstars and other channels, they see it has a bunch of buzz, and so they go from legendary scooper Daniel RBK. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, he doesn't have any credibility. Why are you Why are you giving him credibility by making this video? It's so weird to me. Anyways.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Do you guys like the casting? Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below and in the chat. Is it worth it? I really, really like
Looks good.
I like the casting for Mr. Sinister. I like the casting for
it's great.
Emma Frost. Samara Weaving is awesome. I'm fine with Cyclops. I'm fine. I didn't see the Storm casting. What's that? Oh, Maya Boyd. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maya Boyd works.
I've got no problem with it.
Yeah, that works. Like pretty much everything here works. Like this is the picture. Those are the new X-Men guys, and it works. Right?
It does.
Rogue, Cyclops, Emma Frost, whoever that guy is, Storm, Jean Grey. I mean, yeah, why not, dude? I'll take it.
Yeah, it's great.
No, and it really goes to show. I'm not sure what they're going to do in Doomsday, which we're going to talk about next. Because like when they reboot the universe, like, are they rebooting it? Is this New 52 style, or is this like they're using the Battle World to change its
Battle World, and then it'll be 616 when it afterwards going the new 616 when it.
You know what? We'll talk about that on the next video, on the next clip.
Yeah.
Because I am a little confused, and let's theorize on how they're gonna, I guess, reboot this universe without rebooting it. Because Kevin Feige did say that it's not a reboot, and I don't know. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'm sorry that John was so wrong about Anna Paquin being Independence Day. Clearly,
to be honest, I'm going to hand in my YouTube badge after this show because I can't come back from that. It's broken me, quite frankly. I don't know how I will recover.
And listen, if Anna Paquin actually had medical issues when she looked like she had like something wrong with her face or whatever, I'm sorry, I'm not talking trash on that. I'm just telling you what I observed with no information on her personal life. From my observation, she looked like maybe she had some kind of disorder. She couldn't speak right. She didn't look right. And everything I grew up watching, she sort of sucked. So, but that's my opinion. All right, next clip. All right, we got some super chats here.
Ooh.
I know some people in the chat really like Anna Paquin. Sorry, guys. Not a fan of Anna Paquin. It's not my fault.
They've just created a hateful team against you now. They're coming for you now, mate.
They're coming. All right.
You've started something.
Jay-Z Chappie said, "Hail, Brian and John. And of course, all you brainiacs in the chat just got the notification and catching up at Warp 9. Hell yeah, brother.
Good to see you.
Warp 9 away. All right. And this is from Harambe for 9 months. What's up, Harambe? He says, why does neurotic and people on FNT like to verbally attack James Gunn's wife? It's evil and wrong. Yeah, you know what? I'm friends of, I think he said he meant nerdrotic. So I'm friends with Gary on Nerdrotic, and I'm friends with Odin, who's on FNT. The rest of the people there are acquaintances at best. Like I know them through other people, and I've seen them at gatherings and events. And I actively, I would say I really don't even know that other guy, Jeremy, whatever, the Geeks and Gamers. I've talked to him. I've been at various, like not red carpets, fans, like the Orville stuff. And I've been to things that he was at, and we've been cordial. But I don't know him, and I get the impression that if I did spend a lot of time with Jeremy, we probably wouldn't be super cool, because he does have some pretty out there ideas that I don't roll with. But again, I can't say if that's the case because I never spent time with him. I can tell you this: I agree with you, Harambe. I think attacking James Gunn's wife, who is just an actor trying to work, is pretty scummy.
We'd all do the same thing. We'd all do exactly the same thing if our partner was suddenly a movie director and says, "Do you want a part?" Of course we would.
Right.
We'd take a role straight away, wouldn't we? So I don't get that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what's said, so I know there's people that have said before, "Oh, she's getting parts because she's married to James Gunn." That's one thing. I've seen
Right.
that before, and I can understand that. You know,
And I understand
that's
that
not kind of
criticism,
attacking her.
but if you're like,
But if you're verbally going after her as a person, that's different. But then I've not seen that, so
yeah, just so you guys know, James Gunn's wife, she's in Peacemaker, right? Her name is Jennifer Holland. Guys, she's not a bad actress. She doesn't, she looks wise. She's, sort of mid, whatever. To me, but beauty isn't the it depends on what you say. Beauty is subjective. But the thing is, she's not a bad actor at all. So, why would you not want to cast your wife in your movies?
yeah.
If your wife was like a really bad actor and would lessen the film, then I would say don't cast her. But she's a pretty good actor. I've never seen anything that she made worse.
She was fine in Peacemaker. I had no problem with her in
fine.
Peacemaker. The only criticism I had in Peacemaker with her really was where they made her this alpha, bad attitude woman who literally could take down 15 guys in a bar, without even breaking a sweat kind of thing. That was my only criticism of it. But acting wise, there's no issue whatsoever.
So she was in Brightburn and she was good. I remember her when she was really young in House of the Dead, I believe, or House of a Thousand Corpses.
The Dead. Blimey.
Or Wax House. It was one of those movies where it's like it's like a scary teen movie where hot chicks get murdered. I want to say either House of the Dead or I forgot. I have to look it up. But the thing is this, she's not horrible. And if my wife was a decent actor and decent to look at, I would 100% put her in my films. And to be honest, bro, I make a lot of art and I use my wife as my muse all the time. I put my wife as Easter eggs in all of our podcast videos. If you've ever watched our podcast documentaries and you see like a random person in the background, like, maybe they're filling out a voting form or they're counting money. About 9 out of 10 times, guys, I use my wife as the stock image person. and then I credit her on IMDb. I'm not joking. Like, if you think I'm joking, I'll show you. I credit her because I think my wife is super hot and talented.
Let's just talk about how it really goes down, mate. You're doing some editing, right? Okay, this is a role play here. You're doing some editing.
Here, look.
Your wife.
There's my wife. It stars Dean Devlin, Roland Emmerich, and Christine Montgomery.
Yeah. So you're doing the editing. Your wife walks in and she goes, "You better put me in your documentary, or there's going to be trouble." That's effectively what happens, isn't it? And you go,
legit.
Okay.
My wife doesn't even know. My wife doesn't even watch my content and has no idea she's in my movies.
At least you're honest.
You know what she's credited as? Her character in all of my documentaries is B-roll, B-E-A-R-O-L, like B-roll, like B-roll. Yeah. So, and if you've seen my documentaries and you see that random sort of dark-haired, cute chick that's in the back doing something that is that we're referencing via voice or music, that's usually my wife. I use my wife specifically for that purpose.
It's when it gets bad. It's when it gets bad, though, when you start writing birthday cards out. Happy birthday, B-roll. That's when you know you've gone too far.
So I don't understand why she gets the criticism for being in his movies. Like,
no.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you put your wife or your kids?
We'd all do exactly the same.
I'm sorry, bro.
Let's be honest.
Oh, that's nepotism. Yeah, and sorry, yeah. I worked to get here, so I'm gonna make sure that the people I love most are in my stuff and get paid for it. As long as they don't lessen the art, I don't have a problem with it. I have no problem with nepotism. If you worked your ass off to get there, then you go ahead and practice nepotism. Sorry.
Yep. Exactly. That's it.
Never understood it. So you're right, Harambe. And I'm not sure what they said, but just to be clear, I am friends with Gary and I'm friends with Odin. Very good friends. So I hope they didn't, and I doubt Odin would say something like gross about Holland because.
But again, I don't know what they've.
Yeah, we don't know what he said, but I doubt Odin is not the person to disparage women. He's very, very honest and classy dude. So it probably wasn't my friends. So I'll say that. It probably wasn't my friends. It was probably the other people on the panel, and I don't really know them very well. So if they said something bad, then
unless I see it, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
That's what I do.
Yeah, but I don't understand the criticism. James Gunn should be able to put whoever he wants in his movies, and we would all do the same exact thing. And you're lying to yourself if you say otherwise.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't have a wife or a girlfriend, and so you don't understand. But
you'd find one and put them in.
Right. No. See, once you got to that level, you would get one. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. It would.
At Fan Cheer, thank you, my friend, said, we love Adam Driver. Hashtag Save Stargate. Hell yeah. Hashtag Save Stargate. And Adam Driver is pretty great.
Great casting.
I don't like everything he makes. I think 65 was a horrible movie. I didn't even understand it at first. Did you understand that movie?
No. And also I didn't mind him as Kylo Ren in those Disney.
No, he wasn't the problem.
He wasn't the problem.
No, he wasn't the problem.
He's a good actor.
The problem was literally everything else. Right.
Yeah, and him as Mr. Sinister, that could be really good if he gets the scripts for it, because I think he could knock it out of the park as Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, I agree, dude. Yeah, I agree with that. At Fan Cheered, another one, thank you very much, said Anna Paquin is not an Independence Day.
Okay, so basically, I know I'm wrong. I've been scolded several times tonight. Thank you, everybody. I will take the hits to the body, and I'll come back healed for next week.
At JC Chappie for $5, thank you, Chappie. He said, signed up. Site looks great. Sub to Cyphercron too, John. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for the $5.
Thank you very much, my friend.
And
appreciate
thank you for the support, my dude.
Like I say, before February, I've got to get to 1,000 subs. Otherwise, they're doubling the watch time, and it's going to be very difficult. But hey, I'm up for it. Operation Warp Speed has begun. Great stuff. Thank you. Appreciate it.
At Van Cheer for $2, thank you again. He said, Anna Paquin grew up with fans charmed with speech piano. Oh, explain that real quick. Yeah, so she was like a child actor, right?
Yes, she was.
Yeah, so maybe that's why she's a little weird.
Well, that's why I get confused with the Mrs. Doubtfire one, because I think they look similar. In my mind's playing tricks. Trying to defend myself here.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, because she was a famous child actor. Killeen said, to be clear, that doesn't make it right to insult her. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know why you would insult her. Look, when we insult someone, we're just not insulting them to be a dick. We're criticizing their work. And I'm being completely authentic and honest on how I feel about Anna Paquin. When I say there's something looks wrong with the way she looks and the way she talks, and I don't think she's a very talented actor.
Yeah.
I'm not attacking her personally. I'm attacking her being cast in these roles. I'm not a fan of this person because I don't like the way she looks, the way she talks, and the way she acts. I'm sure maybe she's a lovely person.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
So,
you're criticizing her performance, not
right.
Not
so when they talk about Jennifer Holland, though, I think they rag on her because of the nepotism aspect, and maybe that's the case. But maybe you should be giving James Gunn a hard time because, of course, she's going to take the role, and she's not a bad actor, and she doesn't look bad. So I think people are overdoing it. Fan Cheer again said, we love Jennifer Holland and Peacemaker. Yeah, so do I. I think she's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed her performance in Peacemaker.
I got nothing better to say about it. I think she's great. Yeah. Fan Cheered also said, thank you again, Fan Cheered. Very cool, Brian. Your wife should be integrated. Yeah, she is. Go watch our main podcast videos. If you see the dark-haired, almost sort of ethnic-looking chick with light skin, she's Hispanic. That's her. I put her. I always put her in at least a little bit of every single movie. In fact, I go out of my way to drop Easter eggs. So I made sure John was in the Stargate one.
Yeah,
I've dropped Gate World into multiple videos. I've dropped Robert Meyer Burnett in various videos. When we were doing the Superman stuff, I made sure Robert Meyer Burnett was in the Superman videos. Yeah. All three of them. Robert Meyer Burnett was because he worked on Superman, the Bryan Singer Superman, and he did like the documentary for it. So I made sure in every one I dropped a little Robert Meyer Burnett like Easter egg. So yeah, I mean, I always put my friends in the videos.
Always an Easter egg in there.
And there's always an Easter egg, and it might be blink and you miss it, but if you look hard enough, you'll find it. And my wife has been in every single video for the last 4 years now. Since
yep.
Oh shoot, since
she's claiming royalties now.
Yeah, since I want to say since what's the one we did before Voyager?
Now you're telling me.
I gotta look.
That was the first. That was it. It wasn't Enterprise before Voyager, was it?
No, I didn't put her in Enterprise. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing that then. Oh, Ghostbusters. So since Ghostbusters, my wife. So the last 2 years, my wife has been in every one of our documentaries since Ghostbusters for the last 2 years. She's in there to some degree. So.
Yeah.
And it's really funny in Ghostbusters. I literally After Effects her to play a ghost, and I transpose her over the ghost in the library. So
cool.
when you look at that scene, you think, oh, that's the scene from the library. It is, except for instead of the ghost from the library, the original one, it's my wife as a ghost, and no one ever noticed. All right,
I'm gonna watch the Brian cut of Ghostbusters now.
Yeah, I always do that, man.
FYI, everybody, Brian also made me the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in that version as well.
I did. Yeah, he's one of the little ones. One of the little ones.
Yeah, one of the little ones, yeah.
Latino Slampard R99 said training time. That's right. I gotta get on that ball, Paulie. You're right, dude. I gotta get on there, man.
How's that going, by the way? That going all right?
I haven't even started it, bro. Even started it.
Okay.
He's reminding me via super chat.
Paulie's gonna be on you.
Man.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I gotta start it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this medical bracelet, my daughter had a bunch of procedures done for her heart surgery on Monday.
Yeah.
She had catheterization, a biopsy. They ballooned one of the aortas or valves, whatever, going back to her pulmonary artery. Bunch of stuff. She was born with HRHS, which is a half a heart, dextrocardia, and pulmonary arteria. So she had a lot of heart problems. And when she was born, basically her heart is on the opposite side of her chest. Sort of like the character Indiana Jones. So she was born in dextrocardia. And on top of the dextrocardia, where she is born on the opposite side of her chest, she was also born with something called HRHS, which means that her right ventricle of her heart. So there's two sides to your heart, the right and the left. And the right one is basically paralyzed. Like it doesn't work. So her left ventricle was doing all the work. And when she was in the womb, it was fine because her mother's heart did most of the pumping for her. And then when she was born, it was fine for the first 16 hours or so, because I guess when you're born, you have a shunt that's actually, it's natural. Like this is the way you're born. There's a shunt between your two heart ventricles. And what happens is when you're first born, for the first 24 hours, your blood mixes like a two-stroke engine. It mixes the same way you mix like oil and water and oil and gas. And so she didn't have any serious problems, but then, she coded out at some point, and they figured out that hole was basically closing, as it does for everyone, that shunt, and they had to shunt it to keep it open. And we went through hell for 2 years, and they basically Iron Man'd her, dude. Like they
she's a warrior. She really is.
Yeah, they basically Iron Man like. So they chemically kept the shunt open. Then they did a surgery thing to keep it open longer. Then they did something called the fountain, and then the BT shunt. And all kinds of surgery, and they basically sort of rewired her insides. And it's actually crazy. I don't even know how this kid's alive, dude. But they rewired her to basically operate like a 2-stroke engine. So if we're all 4-cylinder cars, she's basically a 2-stroke, lawnmower engine. And they rewired her heart, and it's weird because it's like, if our hearts are like this, her heart is like this, and on the other side, it's like backwards, and on the right side instead of the left. So it makes it difficult to operate on. And pulmonary arteries and all that stuff. So she's a rock star. But so she went through like 5 surgeries her whole life, and then she was fine for the last like 5 or 6 years. There wasn't much going on, and then she had to go back in for ballooning and more artificial Iron Man parts. I call her my little Iron Kid.
Yeah.
The $5 million kid,
Yeah.
And they did a liver biopsy. But listen, thank you for the prayers last week. She is doing fine, and I'm only keeping this on because I've been back to the hospital like 4 times since she got out on Tuesday. I have to keep having to go back for checkups and stuff, and taking it off and having to get a new one every single time is a pain in the butt. Plus, I have this like superstition from the years I spent basically living at the hospital. When I get one of these bands, I keep it on for 7 days to make sure I don't have to go back. So
I get that.
It'll be on for another 5 days via my superstition. But she's doing great. She's rocking and rolling. She's asking why she can't go in the pool, because she can't go in the pool once they've opened your heart 4 days ago.
Yeah. So. And do you know what? Obviously I was checking in with you this week, and one of the loveliest things I saw was when you sent me that photo of just your wife and your daughter. And she's standing up after everything she's gone through, and she's thumbs up. And I thought, absolute legend,
Bro, that was 24 hours after a 6-hour surgery. And she's like,
impressive. Yeah.
Bro, like, dude, she is quite literally a rock star. Like, I don't.
Oh, she is.
Bro, I stubbed my toe and I'm
to knee.
I stubbed my toe and I'm out for 3 days.
Yeah.
She's like, heart surgery, no big deal.
I'm like, I scrape a knee and I'm like phoning work again. I need to take a day off.
Right, bro. I'm such a baby, bro. Like, I literally stubbed my toe and just like couldn't do anything the rest of the day. I don't get it. No, she's great. She's doing good, guys. Thank you for all your prayers. She's doing great. The future is, all I'm hoping is that she lives a lot longer than me, and I'm not talking about me dying tomorrow. I'm talking about hopefully I die in the normal amount of time. Let's say like 45 to 50 years from now, and I hope that she's still alive when I croak. That's my plan.
You see the chat? You've just let Paulie back in now. What you said there, that was perfect timing because Paulie's coming with his comment.
Yeah. Okay, I get it, bro. I get it.
It's like Paulie's like 2 seconds ahead in time, because it's perfect timing, that comment.
Yeah, but listen, man, she's doing great. I know you guys prayed for her. Thank you very much. She's doing awesome. And at some point she's gonna take over this channel, or at least I'm gonna have her start coming on to help out, because she's getting old enough to actually, and she's smart and she's a nerd. She loves all the stuff we love. So eventually she'll be on the channel talking trash on Anna Paquin or whatever. I'm sure of it at some point.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. That's gonna be a special show.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for the super chats. We're gonna get on to the next topic here.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it up.
It was a good day waking up. So much news from Disney today.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, you literally got to be running your shows 24/7.
Yeah,
all
dude.
This news that's come out.
Victor was always the smartest.
Hey, Latino Slant is right. He says it with love. I got you. Yeah, I love you too, Paulie. Paulie is a really good dude. I've really grown to really respect you, bro. Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a good top bloke.
Yeah, man. Okay, so there we go. Sorry. Let's talk about Doomsday, and not just looking at the trailer will 100% get us copyright claimed, which means that if you're watching this clip in the future, we're not making a penny. So if you are watching in the future and you feel bad about it, hit the like and subscribe button to at least get us some kind of forward momentum from this video and clip. Because the second we show this, it's not getting monetized. But good news is, I want to look at the trailer, but I also want to theorize about what this means. So we do know that after Doomsday is Secret Wars. And if you read the comics, then after Doomsday is Battle World, which is the Secret Wars stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is it called Secret Wars?
Secret Wars, yeah.
Why am I thinking of something else right now?
Hang on a sec.
Anyways,
You frame me for a second.
Whatever comes after. I'm thinking about.
Yeah, it's Secret Wars, mate.
Okay, I don't know why. Did they make a TV show called Secret Wars?
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
And it was like really bad, right?
Yeah, it was really bad. That was the one with what's her name from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, well, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
So-
Let's scrub that.
Yeah, let's forget that happened.
That'll get
Let me
us
tell you
banned.
something. Feige wants you to forget that happened too. I guarantee it. So,
Yeah.
so after Doomsday is Secret Wars. That's the follow up. More than likely, if they're following the comics and they're following the formula they've already been successful with, our heroes are going to lose in Doomsday, just like they lost in Infinity War. Same thing. They're gonna lose. It's gonna be, probably be a great movie. But it's setting up for the finale. And if they do lose, then what Doomsday is going to do is going to steal the Beyonder's power, or I guess in this case he'll probably steal Loki's power, I'm assuming. So they're going to replace the Beyond, like they're going to replace Beyonder with Loki. Yeah. He'll steal that power, and maybe some of the cosmic powers from, Thor's daughter, Love, who was created by Eternity, and maybe Rachel Summers, who has the Phoenix Force, and Franklin Richards, who has the cosmic whatever. And he probably steals these powers, and he uses that to essentially rewrite the universe, and he makes one planet that has a bunch of these characters. Yeah. But they don't remember anything. Well, a handful of them do, but most of them don't, right? And more than likely, Doctor Strange is helping him because Doctor Strange probably thinks he's doing the right thing, but in reality, he's not. Anyways, in Secret Wars, if they do what I'm thinking they're going to do, they're going to create this battle world where it's basically a big singular planet Earth. No other universes exist. That's the one thing. It's almost like the Void from the Loki and the Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
And the few heroes that remember have to basically find another way to defeat Doom and to reset the universe. And what that will do is that will probably, there'll be some kind of multiverse shenanigans that allow us to reboot the X-Men. And I think introducing Jean Grey and Spider-Man was probably because they thought this was going to come out after Doomsday.
Interesting point, yeah.
And I remember reading somewhere that Spider-Man was going to come out after Doomsday, but I think Feige was worried about all the normies not understanding. So that means, more than likely, the end of Doomsday means the end of the universe. It's probably going to end with our universe not existing and other universes not existing and Doom winning, which means that if Spider-Man Brand New Day came out after Doomsday, people saw it, would be like,
wouldn't make sense.
What? Now, what from what I'm seeing is maybe it's coming out after Doomsday, but the timeline was happening during Doomsday, and that would make more sense. But think about this: if it was coming out after Doomsday, then I guess Sadie Sink being Jean Grey in it would actually make sense because you're introducing the new X-Men. Okay.
Yeah.
So my thing is, that means that they're going to use the Battle World reset thing to delete the old X-Men, essentially, give them the heroic farewell that we all want, and sort of rewrite the rules and bring everything back to a singular 616. Where in this universe, the X-Men exist and they're these new characters.
Absolutely.
I'm 100% assuming, but I'm assuming it based on years of reading these comics. right?
Yeah. It's going to be the new 616 after this. But can I just say,
Yeah,
I adore this set.
yeah.
This looks amazing.
This trailer does look fantastic. So we're gonna watch that. This looks great. I mean, like, legitimately, it looks really, really cool. Doom looks cool. He sounds cool. Everything about it is cool.
I mean, again, before you play it, when people talk about how bad Marvel have been for like the last few years, yeah, I get that. I was one of those. But this, from what I've seen so far, this is like the Doom I want. This is the Doom I grew up, intelligent, ruthless. That's the Doom I want. And from this trailer, might not turn out this way, but I really like this trailer, and I'm looking forward to us talking about it.
Yeah, Ken said, I think they redid the Spider-Man script because of it coming out before Doomsday. They had enough time. And that's entirely possible. Maybe it was scheduled for after Doomsday. And that would actually make sense, too, because I got to be honest, the end credit scene for Spider-Man doesn't make sense if it comes out before Doomsday.
Yeah.
But it does make sense if it comes out after Doomsday.
Yeah.
Because it shows Earth going bye-bye and not being able to locate Spider-Man, and then him appearing in the middle of space somewhere. Like, legitimately, it almost looks like the end credit scene was made for after Doomsday. And here's the crazy thing. It says Spider-Man will return. Here's what's nuts. Every one of these teasers said Thor will return in Doomsday. Captain America will return in Doomsday. Blah, blah, blah will return in Doomsday. In the same exact font, it said Spider-Man will return, but that's it. I think it said originally Spider-Man will return in Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars, but knowing when they put it out before Doomsday, they just deleted the second line, Avengers Secret Wars, and they just put will return.
That's it.
I actually believe wholeheartedly they literally just deleted that line. And if you look at it,
Jean Grey's there,
dude. And if you look at it, it literally it even looks like it's not centered. Like they just went in there and just cut out the second line. It's very weird. I do believe we know for a fact that it was supposed to come out Doomsday, and I think they did change things, like Kenneth said, to match this. And I think they were reason that it came out before is because they were worried about normies being confused. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's the trailer. Again, this is going to copyright claims, so please like, subscribe, and hit buttons to make this worth the forward momentum of our channel.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room. He used to be different.
Okay, real quick. So that is Sue Storm talking from Fantastic Four.
Talking about him from their universe.
So what does that tell us? That tells us that Doom is in their universe definitively.
Yeah.
And they know him. They know Victor.
Yeah.
And now the Latvian empty seat in Fantastic Four during the UN meeting or whatever makes sense.
Yeah, in Latveria. Yeah,
Latveria. Sorry,
yeah. No, that's right. Yeah. And again, like Latveria, and again, we'll see in the trailer. There's more elements to that, and there's a reason why Doom is pissed. Yeah,
and I'm going to share with you guys my theory. I have a theory about why it looks like why it looks like Iron Man, why it looks like Robert Downey Jr., why it looks like Tony Stark. I have a pretty solid theory I'm going to share with you guys on why I think it does, and I think I'm right. And here's the deal. If I am right, when I share you that theory, I'm going to go full screen so that I can rub it in everyone's faces when I'm right. I'll get to there. At the end of this, I'll share that theory.
He used to be kind. He used to be caring.
Look how old he looks, man. Look. He looks like he actually looks like a New Hope Obi-Wan Kenobi there, but with longer hair.
Yeah. Use the Force, Luke.
Yeah.
Use the Force.
And he's like already been hammered. Look, you can see.
Yeah, it looks like Darth Vader had his way with him.
Yeah.
No. This character
in a bad way.
Dude,
that's an image I don't want in my head.
That's actually a really good point. Hold up. That's actually a good point, bro. He's already been through a fight.
Well, again, they're talking here, and the way Sue is talking, they're talking about they've already had that interaction with Doom, and Doom has already kicked their ass. So they're now trying to think, right, how do we do a second front here, and how do we defeat this guy? So they're now getting intel from Sue about Victor.
Right.
And about how, and she's talking about how Victor was, but they've already taken a complete licking.
Right. By the way, Matt McGee, we're talking about End of Oak Street in a couple segments. So no, we haven't gotten there yet. We're getting there, brother. We'll get there when Shane gets back. Okay, yeah. So he's already taken a beating, which tells me if you beat Magneto, how powerful are you? Yeah. You're a badass, right? It's Magneto.
It's like Thanos level.
Yeah, it's Magneto, dude. I feel like Magneto could have crushed Thanos with no effort.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you know, the amount of stuff you could have thrown at, he could have just landed one of his own ships on top of him.
Right. It wouldn't have been hard.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So this guy's taking a beating. Right. Oh, by the way, you know what's crazy?
Gambit.
So Channing Tatum. God, that's a weird name.
Yep.
He is playing Gambit. He was fan cast as Gambit years ago. And then he really wanted to play Gambit, and he went to Feige a bit, basically, and was like, I'd like to play this role. And they did entertain him for a while, but then ultimately decided they're not going to do Gambit. Well, this is so funny. In Deadpool versus Wolverine, because Ryan Reynolds is a massive troll, and he remembers the fan stuff with Channing Tatum and Gambit. And he's like, I'm going to put this dude in my movie as freaking Gambit, right? and there's a scene where they talked about that. It's almost meta because they're talking about their universes and how they didn't feel like they ended right or whatever because none of these guys had good endings to their movies. And he's like, or maybe you didn't even get the chance. And it's very interesting. But the movie did so well, and people liked the character so much. Channing Tatum is now in Avengers Doomsday as Gambit. And, dude, he's in the trailer. By the way, Deadpool's not in the trailer.
No.
Wolverine's the title characters in that movie are not in the trailer. But guess who is? Channing freaking Tatum. I mean, dude, it's pretty funny. If you think about about the industry part of it, it's actually hilarious that this guy ended up in the role as Gambit.
And he looks like, can I just say that as well? Maybe this is a different scene to where they were because it almost looks like he's kneeling. If you look at him there.
No, does it?
It's like, it looks like he's kneeling to Doom. You know, from my...
No, I think he's standing. I think he's standing listening to Sue talk about Doom.
Because he's at a weird angle there.
Oh, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, let's keep watching it.
Let's keep it going, yeah.
There we go. Sorry, I had to send Shane the link. I apologize. Here we go.
And then everything he loved was taken from him.
He has green eyes.
Yeah.
So, okay. So there are people that were like, "Oh, that's probably him and his mother as a child." I'm like, and I literally said this when Screen Crush, which I like the guys at Screen Crush, they're good guys, and I think they're honest people, which is like out of all the YouTubers that talk about this stuff for hours on end, I think they're probably the most authentic, right? But it's interesting. They were like, "Oh, I think that's his witch mother and him as a boy," and I'm like, "What? You think they're gonna bring in all the witch stuff and all that stuff?" I mean, no, it's his son and wife, like obviously.
Yeah. I think that certainly syncs with it 100%.
Hey guys, I know we're in the middle of this clip, but we're gonna introduce someone to the clip real quick, okay? Because Shane is here, and I want to get him in here right away so he can see the same clip. Okay, bonus Shane coming in, boys. Bonus Shane coming in. Here we go.
He's back, everybody. He's back.
In the middle of the clip, and here he is. Yeah, there's Shane. What's up, buddy?
My man.
I don't do anything halfway. I come in the middle of everything.
That's my man right there.
What's up, everybody? Good to see you.
We gotta get.
He's back from soccer.
Before we do pleasantries, let's finish this clip because we're talking about Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Okay, so I said originally, like immediately, that's clearly his wife and kid. They're not gonna use his witch mother or whatever that weird comic book nonsense is, and I was right, by the way.
I knew he was lost.
My thing is, so real quick, okay. So you had you had Gambit, which was like a side character in a Deadpool movie. Shang-Chi, which no one really cared about, right? I mean, it's fine. It's a fine movie, but it didn't do gangbusters.
Yeah.
The new Black Panther, which no one likes, like, and behind him, if you look to the far right, that's the villain from the last Wakanda Forever movie. That's that fish guy. Nero or Nemo or Nimrod or whatever. Namor. Yeah. Namor, whatever. Aquaman alien guy.
Aquaman Light.
Aquaman
That's US agent there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, to the left. Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Oh, so they must be at the new Avengers Tower having this conversation.
I don't think they are.
No?
I think they're walled up in some sort
They're
of
in Steve's basement.
bunker. It's like a bunker or something. Like, you know, they look, because the way they're looking at them, they all look depressed, like they've taken a good kicking.
Well, but
so they're
maybe you're right.
Trying to figure out how they put the second front out, and
that's my thing. Okay, so if Magneto got his ass beat, right, then the new, the Captain America wannabe guy, he should just be dead.
Red Falcon.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna beat up Magneto, then these other characters that are barely qualified as superheroes should just be red vapor, right?
Well, he just flicks them away with his hand.
Right.
That's what he does.
They should just be pink mist at this point. Like, I don't
unless Magneto's powers were somehow nullified, had a helmet on or something, or whatever the heck they do to stop him.
Yeah.
And because he is just a regular person if you can stop his powers.
That's true. All I'm saying, and we're about to see him, by the way, kick Thor's butt, which also makes me think, how are these like regular? The guy from Black Panther has a spear. It's a guy standing with a spear.
But he's got some of that.
I don't care if he has muscles. It's a guy with a spear. How is he still alive after this encounter?
Wait, are all of their weapons? Do they all have the same thing as the Black Panther suit? What's it called?
No,
again?
no. Black Panther has that vibranium suit, but that
vibranium,
guy, no, that guy's he's wearing a loincloth and carrying a spear.
Maybe his loincloth is made of vibranium.
Maybe it is.
Look at the back there. He's literally running into battle with his pecs out. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know, bro. That guy should be dead as hell, bro.
I wouldn't even be doing that on a cold day. I'd be going, no, I'm not fighting today. It's too cold. Unless you let me put a top on.
In all fairness, the Avengers were kind of weak superheroes overall. When you stop and think about it, compared to, you know what I mean? Like compared to the X-Men, I think, in fact, who did an interview last week? Somebody said, yeah, the X-Men would have kicked the crap out of the Avengers.
Oh, the X-Men would wipe the floor with the Avengers. Yeah.
Oh, it was the guy who played Professor X in the new version. What's his name again? I can't remember.
Yeah.
McAvoy?
Something McAvoy, yeah. No, but he's right. Like, dude, the X-Men, their power scaling is way, way over the Avengers. Like, oh my God. Thor's the only one who can compete with the X-Men. One Punch Man Tolkien fan says their power scaling is way off. It is. It's way off, dude. Anyways, let's continue with this.
I knew he was lost, but I did not realize.
Yeah, John, you're right. They just got
they've just got handed to
they
them,
just got wrecked.
Got beat to shit. Yeah.
They just got wrecked and they ran the head and now they're sitting in like Steve Rogers' basement like licking their
what
wings.
happens is they're looking for like a pep talk, and when it pans round, it's just me, you see, and I just go, well, come on, get up, everybody, let's go.
No, y'all gonna lose. It's in the script.
That he was broke.
This reveal is sick.
Look at that. That's Latveria, isn't it?
No, I don't think it is, dude. I think
You
that's.
don't think it is?
I think that's New York. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I know you're not super
Supposed
well
to.
versed on us. What do you call us over here? Yanks.
Yanks.
But
And
if
your
you
soccer.
look, I'm gonna make it bigger. If you look, that's Central Park, and surrounded by Central Park is a torn apart New York. And think about this: the Avengers movies took place in New York, or the first couple, right? No, the first one did at least. So it would make sense to now destroy New York. I think that this is Central Park, and it's surrounded by the rest of Manhattan or whatever the hell Central Park. I'm not a New York guy. Anthony,
Manhattan is what they show for New York, by the way.
right.
Typically, you know.
Yeah.
So it's Central Park and it's surrounded by Manhattan, right? Anthony, tell me if I'm right. Okay.
Exactly. That is correct.
So I think that is Central Park surrounded by Manhattan, which is in New York.
I agree, actually.
And by the way, didn't Sir Ian McKellen, Magneto, didn't he say it one time? He accidentally said, "I just got done destroying New Jersey" as a joke in an interview.
Oh, he did.
that.
Yeah, he leaked
Did
it
he?
out. He
Yeah.
slipped it out, didn't he? Yeah.
He was doing an
Jersey's
interview,
right next to this. So yeah.
and he said, "Oh, he made a joke about accidentally." He's like, "I don't know, I just accidentally destroyed New Jersey. So how you doing?" Or something like that. And it was a leak essentially. So I think that Magneto accidentally destroys New Jersey and maybe Manhattan at the same time.
I mean, it's a large area, by the way. So
Right.
Victor.
That is definitely. By the way, I'm sorry.
So this is
That's
post
100%
Doomsday.
Central Park and Manhattan.
yes, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
Did you do this?
So this makes sense then. So they're basically in a wasteland kind of bunker trying to figure out how they fix this. That's what's happening.
Yeah, and time travel's off the table.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank God.
God, I
Wait, is that Ant-Man?
It is.
Yeah. It is. Ant-Man.
Another superhero and their kid.
Yeah.
We could do without this kid.
Oh, we really can. She's not great.
Wait, hold on. Who's in charge in this situation? Oh, sorry. God.
Yeah, she says the word dick too much, like all the time.
I just forget that Ant-Man and Quantumania exists.
Well,
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I gotta be honest. After they canned, We Was Kangs. What's his name? Jonathan Majors.
John
the
yeah.
Kangs. I would have totally have just left Ant-Man out of the movie so that everyone forgot it happened.
Just remove Ant-Man. We don't want to think about it no more.
Just like as much as I like this guy,
Paul Rudd is very entertaining, I will say.
Yeah, as much as I like him, and I like his character, and I like him as an actor, like I wouldn't have put it past him just not have Ant-Man in the movie.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
And that's Franklin Richards being held by what's his name, Blazin?
Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm. Blazin.
Blazing.
by
What's on your brain,
by
dude?
the flaming guy.
Flaming Torch.
Yeah, I'm thinking about blazing pizza right now.
Johnny Blazing.
Of you.
Oh, he's looking old, bro.
Okay, look at that. He's stuffed.
Crying. He's clearly looking at. He just destroyed New Jersey, and he's confused.
Damn, you know some old people, man.
My
He's
thing
like,
is,
my time has passed. That's what he's.
oh
thinking
yeah,
there.
oh yeah, he's so old. My thing is,
Yeah.
why is he wearing the helmet?
So Charles
people can't control
get to
his mind.
brain.
No, they're friends in this movie. They've gotten
I think-
past their
I think-
differences.
But I think he's probably thinking as well. If someone's got the powers of Doom, Doom can easily control your mind.
Okay,
That's
so
probably what
I
he's
hope that's the
thinking.
case. But if I watch this movie and he just puts it on for nostalgia purposes, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, listen, how about he just puts it on because it's his only uniform, bro? Like,
mean,
this is his final barbecue.
The guy's 113. He doesn't need a uniform.
He might fall down walking across the sidewalk.
Right.
He needs a helmet, dude.
He needs his powers just to stay afloat at this point.
Listen, Gandalf, stay alive. We love you, man.
Okay, Steve Rogers holding his baby. I told you, James Rogers, aka someone who shouldn't exist. And this is really where my theory from a year ago comes up. Are you ready, Shane? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the another nail in? I'm gonna put a nail in the coffin of this theory. You ready, baby?
Wait. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm telling. By the way, we just showed Ant-Man's kid, Steve Rogers' kid, right? We're about to see. We're gonna see more. Keep watching.
Let's see Cyclops and Jean Grey's kid.
Thor's kid, Love. Don't get me starting on Rachel Summers, okay? No, don't do that.
I just want to say, listen, cockiness and confidence, I appreciate, but you're on the upswing here, bro. You're still coming down from a loss after.
No, I'm not. So, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I think the movie was supposed to come out after Doomsday, and if that's the case, it would have changed everything.
That's true. That is true.
Anyways, now Thor's kid. I'm sorry, Ant-Man's kid, Captain America's kid, Thor's kid. I'm from the Fantastic Four kid, Franklin. Now Thor's kid, Love.
Stolen lives.
Loki, by the way, who's dead. My question is this: if you didn't watch the Loki series, you think this character's dead?
Yeah. Loki series is required watching for this.
100%.
It is.
So okay,
I have to watch it. I didn't watch it.
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like that.
I don't either. But also, you have to watch Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, but that's 2 movies. Loki is 12 hours of content? That's a lot of homework. Yeah, bro. It's 2 seasons.
I don't like them interconnecting everything, because it's too much homework for some general person to just want to go and watch. You know,
it's literally 2 seasons of TV, right?
It's 9 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
It's 3.5 movies. Yeah.
All right, that's a lot of content to watch.
It's 5 movies.
It's a lot. That's 5 movies worth of content. Okay, anyway.
5 movies.
All right, now here, watch what he says.
But now you must give them back.
Oh, I'm gonna back it up.
I can't hear anything. Are we supposed to be able to hear that?
Can you not hear it? Hey, wait, can you hear it, John?
I can't hear it. No.
Oh, you guys.
We can't hear it. But
I thought you were doing it for so we didn't get copyright.
No,
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
No. Hold up. Let me finish.
Listen, I read lips, bro. It's all good. You know what she's saying right now?
Yeah.
Shit, we're screwed. Look at it.
Yeah.
You said it.
It's like she's going, find a happy place. Find a happy place.
Cherie's like, I can't take it.
All right, okay. I'm not even gonna try to fix it. They can hear it. So I'm gonna tell you what he says.
As long as they can hear it, it's fine.
Stolen lives.
Right?
Stolen lives.
Oops,
You'll
sorry.
never be as good as me.
All of you.
Okay, while they're showing the kids, Doom says, all of you have lived stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty good Doom voice, dude. Good job.
Bro, okay. What did I tell you? Every one of those kids shouldn't exist. Every one of them.
Yeah, you're right.
The only reason Steve Rogers' kids exist is because he decided to break time and stay in the past.
You're right.
The only reason Franklin exists because they went to space and got affected by cosmic entity. In that movie, they say I couldn't get pregnant until the accident.
You're right.
The only reason Love exists is because Thor went to eternity, or Gore the God Butcher, whatever. They made the wish and she brought the kid back. That's literally a cosmic entity brought this character into being, bro. These characters should not exist. In fact,
Ant-Man's kid should exist. Thoth is on you, man.
Okay. So that you're right. I was about to say it. In fact, the only thing
exists because she pisses us all off.
The only person I would say who should exist would be what's her name, Kylie, something with a K.
Yeah.
That character, but I bet you there's some shenanigans there with the snap or something.
You're probably right.
The
snap.
Maybe.
Do we have to go back to the snap?
or maybe she's just a part of it and she's not.
Right.
it's not. You know, maybe she's just a part of it. Maybe she took over for the Wasp or something.
Well, all I know is that those 4 people shouldn't exist. And by the way, we're about to see Scott Summers, as Cyclops doing this, right?
Yeah.
You know who else shouldn't exist? Freaking Scott Summers. Logan and
Scott?
Scott, Jean, and I'm assuming his daughter Rachel Summers shouldn't exist. Scott should be dead. So in Days of Future Past, Wolverine's consciousness got sent back in time. He was only supposed to stop his future from happening, but he changed something so that Jean and Cyclops survived, and that changed the future. They shouldn't exist. Their offspring shouldn't exist.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's still okay. So
you're living stolen lives.
So your theory is, let's to be clear, and we've talked about this many times, is that the kids are the reason why Doom is getting his powers. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that Doom lost something because of something they did. Maybe with the Infinity Stones, maybe with him staying in the past or something. Something that the Avengers did is what lost him his son and wife.
Okay.
And he's going to look, what every father would do, right? They would do whatever it took to get their kids back.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be straight up with you. If you gave me godlike powers and you said it's either this city or your kid, I would destroy that city before the syllable kid ended. It wouldn't even be a question. I would burn the world down if it bought my kid one more day.
What's funny is they asked you that question and they're like, no, your baby goat. The goat you have.
Oh, my bad.
You already destroyed the city.
I'll be real with you. I am a good person because I don't have godlike powers. If I had godlike powers, I would burn the world down to buy. I would be the villain. I would be Doom. Wow. To buy my kid one more day of life, I would kill anyone I needed to.
No, I think you'd be a villain even if they weren't your kids. I think if you had superpowers, you definitely.
No. Really, no. I'll be honest. Only when it comes to my kid. Okay. Honestly.
I was going to say, because let's give it another scenario where you're going, right, okay, you can either, this is you, Brian, again, you can either save John or save the city. And then I hear you just go, yeah, city. And I'll go, bro, come on. How many shows have we done together? You're going to wipe me out. You're going to snap me away.
Let's visit the trolley problem. Does everyone know what the trolley problem is? You guys know what it is.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So the trolley problem. I'm going to tell you how to beat it right now. Ready? So the trolley problem is basically this. There is a train. It's going down a track. In that track, you can switch the train to go left or right. On the left side is 3 old people. And on the right side is 1 baby child. And the question is usually, which way do you send the train? You have to send it down one of those sides, and either 3 old people or 1 baby are going to die. Do you know what I'd say every single time?
What?
Because they say you have to switch the track and choose one. I say I won't choose. Oh. Because the second I choose, now it's my fault who dies.
You saw that somewhere. No, that was just in something recent.
No. If you know, it was. No, when I saw this on The Good Place, I figured out how to beat it. This is how you beat it. You don't make a decision. Because the second you make a decision, now it's your fault.
Yeah, somebody backed me up here, but it was just in a movie or a TV show this year. That exact situation.
I don't know, but when I saw the Good Place, I remember Jason, the dum-dum, answering, "Why do I have to pull a lever?" And I thought, that's the answer. Why do you have to pull a lever at all?
Well, there was something we watched this year that exact situation came up, and they're like, "No, if I don't make a decision, it's not my fault."
I don't know.
So
maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
But all I know is that when it comes to my kid, it can be the entire planet Earth on the right side, and I would kill it in a heartbeat. It wouldn't even be a question.
Okay.
Wouldn't
I
be
think
a
it's
question.
getting creepy. So let's
just be honest. If this is the reason why Doom's doing this, I get it, and it doesn't make him the villain to me.
Well, it makes him he might still be the villain because the ends don't always justify the means.
But you understand the motivation.
It's one, yeah, right. So you understand the
They're
motivation.
doing like they did with Thanos, aren't they?
Exactly. It's the same thing they did with when Thanos was a layered, deep villain, which we like. We like these kind of villains. These are the right kind of villains.
Yeah, Thanos thought he was the savior.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
And he was to some degree.
Yeah, actually, you're right. He was to some
Saved
degree.
a lot of planets.
Yeah, he saved. Yeah, he actually was. And in fact, the Avengers were the bad guys.
Sort of.
What you guys don't know is we saw it from the Avengers' perspective. Look at it from Thanos' perspective. He's like, who are these people?
You can't kill innocent people. Well, that's the trolley problem. The Thanos is the trolley problem on a huge scale, right?
Right.
An entire planet or half a planet.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? And Thanos was like, I'm not choosing. It's random.
That's true. He didn't choose who lives and dies.
He wasn't trying to kill half the universe. He was trying to save the other half.
Right.
God,
yeah.
At least half of you will survive, right? Yeah.
Thanos is such a cool character, bro. Anyways.
Yeah.
I love the graphics.
Victor, did you do this?
I swear,
That's pretty
you
cool.
beg for hell long
Was he
before I
ripping
cry.
Doom's cloak?
Yeah, he was like, did you do this to him? Did you do this to him? Sorry, you can't hear it. It's actually a really cool moment.
I'm just saying that the reason why is because it's okay. Yeah, so you're right. I'm not a good lip reader apparently, but what's interesting is to allow them to get that close. That means there's some sort of relationship there.
Oh no, yeah, we were just saying that before. Like he 100%. He was like, "Did you do this, Victor?" He's calling him Victor, not Doom.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's the comic books, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, in the comic books, they were like friends or whatever, or their relationship.
Yeah.
And again, don't forget, guys, I'm going to give you my theory about why he's RDJ after this. I do believe that. All right, I don't. Pedro Pascal just bothers me nowadays. He just does. I can't get
around
over
it with
it.
his glow stick.
I can't get over it.
Did you do this, Victor?
Did you do this? But it's funny. I'm like, oh, Shane's lip reading. So what are you saying? Where's the soy sauce? Where's the soy sauce? Okay, here we go. Watch this thing.
Hell long before I cry. Long, you will beg for hell long before I
He said, "You will beg for hell long before I grant it," which is a cool line.
grant it.
That's awesome.
Hell answers to me.
Dude, that line is sick. Hell.
And did
answers
you
to me.
notice?
Sick.
Did you
Sick.
notice as well that Doom's got that power anyway? I love the fact that they've got the sort of lasers, the repulsors coming out of his hands like they did in the comic books, but also it's like Iron Man.
It's like
sort of
Iron Man's
repulsor tech as
repulsor
well.
strip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Doom, and I'll tell you some of my theory, but here's a little hint. I think Doom is basically when magic meets tech. I think that he's mastered both magic and technology the same way Tony mastered technology. And by the way, the green magic, that's clearly Loki's powers.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. What's the one character that has always been represented as green power? It's always Loki. Every single movie, the TV show, every representation of Loki's powers has always been green.
So does Doom steal people's powers?
I think he literally, in the comic books, Doom steals the Beyonders' powers in order to make Battleworld. I think he goes to the TVA and steals Loki's power. I think he needs the kids to get to the TVA, and that's when he kills Loki and takes his power. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, theory or something like that.
For I am
Sick. Okay, here's my theory. I'm gonna go full screen for this.
Can I also say something quickly?
Go ahead.
as well?
Go ahead.
Well, there was a comic book run. I'm talking after all this is settled afterwards. There was a Marvel comic book run that I read called Infamous Iron Man. Infamous Iron Man. And that's where Tony Stark had died and Doom becomes Iron Man, effectively.
That's
but
true.
As Doom.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, is that why their
I think yeah.
RDJ is going to be...
I think that's where the inspiration is. Okay, so this is my theory. Okay. First off, I think that Tony Stark is in our universe is actually adopted. Here's my proof. Okay, so you gotta follow me here. If Tony Stark is adopted, and this is why I think it's the case, because in Endgame, when he goes back in time, meets his dad in the elevator at the Agents of Shield or whatever it's called, SSRI, the government facility. He meets his dad in the elevator. There's a moment where he goes, his dad goes, Howard Stark goes, oh yeah, my wife is pregnant. And the camera goes to Tony Stark's face and he looks confused. Why? Because at the time that she is pregnant, is a year too early for it to be Tony Stark.
Yeah.
What does that tell me? I think they lose their first child. And in their grief...
Really? Is that what you're thinking?
100%. Think about this. Oh. So here's why his mom is his mom is pregnant a year earlier than she should be for it to be Tony Stark. Either that or someone just wrote it wrong by accident.
You 100% sure on that?
I'm almost 100% sure. I'm 98% positive.
Tony Stark does have a brother in the comic books.
He does.
Yeah.
So what if he's adopted? What if they adopted a little orphan baby from what's it called? Latvia?
No, you can't adopt
Latveria.
It can't be an adoption because he looks the same. So it's got to be like,
no,
you know what I mean? It have to be actually be their kid.
He doesn't look like Howard Stark.
No, I'm saying what I'm trying to say is, if Doom, Doctor Doom,
let me finish. So in our universe, he's adopted by the Starks as a child, right? He's raised as a Stark.
Which one?
Okay, in our universe, Tony Stark, I'm talking about Tony Stark right now, is adopted by the Starks, right?
Got it.
They adopt him from a poor town in, what's it called again? I keep forgetting the name. Latveria.
Yeah.
He's adopted from a poor town in Latveria, right? They adopt him, they raise him as Tony Stark. He is, even on his own, even without the genetic hand-me-downs of Howard Stark, he's actually brilliant, right? Just like Victor Von Doom is brilliant. He's brilliant. But he's taught from a tech perspective. It's all tech. He's a little bit of a megalomania. He's a little bit of a narcissist. In fact, in the first movie, he's actually not a good guy. He's a pretty bad dude. He's a bad guy that breaks the law pretty often. And what changes his perspective in the first movie is how he gets caught by the same terrorist using his own weapons. He builds Iron Man's suit, and it changes his whole life trajectory. And he becomes the hero that we know as Iron Man. It's a redemption story. It's a great movie. Yeah. Now, what if in the Fantastic Four universe, there's no Howard Stark, right?
Okay.
And he in that and like just like in the comics, that
Latvian kid.
And in the comics, his mother gets killed, and he becomes an orphan, if I remember correctly, right, John? I'm pretty sure I'm right. But instead of getting adopted in that universe, he goes on to have this like big old chip on his shoulder. He's still Victor Von Doom, right? He has like this, he's brilliant, but not just with tech, but also with magic, because his mother was a witch. So he merges the two. He meets Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic or whatever, and who knows the insides. But the difference between our two universes are basically this. In our universe, he's adopted by Howard Stark and becomes Tony Stark. In their universe, Howard Stark doesn't exist. He has to grow up a poor orphan, and he's even more of a
Well, it depends. It depends which version of comic book you read, but there is the comic book run where Victor was a peasant, his mum was a witch, and he overthrows the kingdom because of how they,
because how they treat his mother, right?
So the people worship Victor as Doom, as the ruler of Latveria.
He becomes the ruler because he overthrows it based on how his mother was treated.
Let me ask you guys a question.
So what if he becomes the ruler, and that's why that seat is empty in the UN scene in Fantastic Four, because he's not there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, guys. This thing's been bugging me since the beginning. Since RDJ was cast in this role, this has been bugging me. It feels like to me that he doesn't get cast in this role unless there's some connection to Iron Man.
Which is why
it's possible.
Right.
That's it.
That Doom is actually Iron Man, somehow rebirthed, reborn, changed, different universe, Something to that effect.
No, because if you do that, you ruin the Doom character.
Oh.
And they can't do that.
There was a rumor.
They can taint the memory of Iron Man a little bit because of the multiple universe theory.
Yes.
But they can't ruin the Victor Von Doom character by going that route.
Right.
It has to still be Victor Von Doom.
It just I love him, but it kind of bothers me a little bit that he's cast in this role.
There was a rumor at one point where they were talking about for Doomsday that it would be he's pretending he's Tony Stark and back as Iron Man for a bit of time, and he's basically building up intel on the Avengers and Shield and all of the foes that he'll have to fight, and then he goes off and he's Victor Von Doom, So there was a rumor out there about that, but I don't know. I've just got a feeling, it's going to be a multiverse Fantastic Four universe, Tony Stark, which is Victor Von Doom. Yeah,
and I also think the reason why Victor Von Doom, this is another theory. I have no proof of this other than that moment we saw with Loki. One reason why Victor Von Doom's universe is affected is because Loki, acting as the TVA, was going to prune the universe that Steve Rogers made when he stayed back in time, and decided, because of his relationship with Steve Rogers, to move him before pruning the universe. And I think he moved him to the Fantastic Four universe where there is no Steve Rogers. So his arrival in Fantastic Four universe would make no waves across the timeline. And he had to prune the universe he accidentally created when he stayed back in time. I think because of his favor for Steve Rogers, he saved his family and moved him to the Fantastic Four universe before pruning the offshoot universe he made. And I think when he did that, it affected somehow Doom's family.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how that goes down. All good, interesting theories, all plausible. This movie can't come soon enough.
4 months, right?
Yeah. Right. I was saying, Shane, before you turned up, I was saying about, we talked last week about DC, and I said the movie trailers just don't excite me. But for all of the problems that Marvel's had for several years, I saw this morning, and it's like goosebumps. I was like, I cannot wait to get to this movie and watch it. It looks fantastic. Yeah,
it's building for me too. Like I'm actually intrigued, and it's
it looks like Doom. It looks like Doom, the Doom that I saw in the comic books.
Right.
It might be different in the film, but from that trailer, that looks like Doom to me.
And it's the Russo brothers, and there's just like a level of trust there,
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, guys. I think it's now that Shane's here, I want to do the end of Oak Street. Is that cool, Shane?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do Vision Quest first?
I'm good for either, man. We definitely should cover both, though.
Okay.
Can I? Sorry, I've just got someone shouting. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, guys.
All right, that's fine. By the way, Shane, how you doing today, bro?
Illegal immigrants have just charged his house.
Well, while we're waiting for him, how you doing, bro? Where you at? Good. Introduce yourself.
I'm Shane, one of the Popcast brothers, and we're live. Yeah, no, it's been a good week. I saw you on Thursday. We got to do our out of theater review for End of Oak Street, which was fantastic. Thank you guys all for coming to watch that. Make sure you guys come next Thursday, where we're going to do a Jason Statham out of theater review. That'll be fun. But no, I'm doing good. Kid had soccer this morning, and I'm glad I can make it.
By the way, from Kirkanos 771, he goes, "Are we certain RDJ has to be seen without a mask the entire span of both Avengers movies?" No, but why would you then pay for RDJ?
That's my point. You have to show his face at some point. Maybe, otherwise, why give him millions and millions of dollars?
I bet you the final reveal to the characters that Tony Stark once knew is at the very end of the movie when Doom essentially wins and he removes his mask for some reason, and Thor and Captain America, whatever, are like, fucking, they're shocked. That's like the end.
Yeah. Well, okay. That's gonna make me mad, though. I need some explanation.
We'll get the explanation, and then the last line is, Tony.
Well,
or it can't be.
No, I am Victor. I am Victor.
No, I am Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, to bring people back to the theater. Yeah, the last line, I like that Yorkshire gig. Last line, Tony?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, look, like,
I'd do it.
they have to show his mask. They have to show his face at some point. And I think we're not going to see his face until the end of this movie. But then we're going to go into the next movie knowing that he's who he is now.
Do you think they'd end credit his ass with the reveal? You think they'd end credit us with the reveal?
No. No way. No way.
Better end credit.
In an end credit scene?
Well, think about it. You know, that's when you'd expect the mask finally comes off, and
that's true, actually.
You see, there was always that thing about Doom, about the fact that when people think he wears the mask because he's so disfigured, that it wasn't the case. It was actually like he had a little scar, and he was so vain that he put the mask on to cover up the scar.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the mask in this movie has something to do with channeling his magic.
Guys, the Russo brothers are also directing Secret Wars, so you can 100% guarantee, 100% guarantee that you're going to get that end credit scene. It's coming.
that's so good though. You know, two movies I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah,
man. All right,
and then we got the X-Men after that. So.
All right, well, let's cover. Let's cover Vision Quest. Okay, our good friend, Terry Matalas made a little show. It's a small project over at Disney. It's called Vision Quest. Have you heard of it, Shane?
I heard of it. Yeah, I'm happy for him. Good job, Terry.
Happy for him, Terry doing good stuff. I'm kidding. Obviously, Vision Quest is huge. It's the last TV series Marvel is going to do, according to Feige. They said they're going to, after this, there's no more, they're not focusing on TV anymore, which, by the way, is a good idea. Stop making TV shows.
We don't need any more TV shows, buddy.
Just do movies, okay? And the trailer came out, and I got to say, it looks pretty damn good. And one of our favorite people of all time, James Spader, is front and center in this trailer. So let's check it out.
You know what's funny? That's the moment I got excited. Like I could already tell from the beginning. I'm like, okay, I can see Terry's work here, right? Immediately, you can tell the quality was good from the beginning, the way the setup was. But when I saw James Spader, I'm like, oh, he did it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it.
And it's a realistic way to get James Spader into the show.
How else are you gonna get Ultron?
Yeah.
You know, now a lot of people are like, that's not what Ultron would look like. Well, guess what, bitch? That's who Ultron is.
And I don't agree with you. I don't agree with that.
Ultron can look whatever you can inside artificial reality.
First off, how do you know what Ultron would look like? And technically, Ultron is the father is technically Vision's father.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's he sired him. Whatever. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Before you started working here, I remember when you'd come in all the time with that red.
Yeah, are we going to be able to hear this one?
I haven't fixed it yet.
Oh, okay. So no, just tell us if anything important happens.
Yeah,
actually, I already saw this, so never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not working.
It's okay. I've already seen it. I can't remember.
Good.
That's fine. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, so that's the Wanda plus Vision.
So 2 things you got to know before we do this. You will have to watch WandaVision, and you will have to watch that other stupid show that I don't want to watch. Agatha All Along. So
you have to watch Agatha. You have to watch Agatha.
You do. This is the first.
The Witch's Road. Witches. I don't watch that.
So you have to watch both of those for this one to make complete sense.
Damn it, bro! Because I liked WandaVision, but I do not want to watch Agatha to watch this.
I don't either.
But the trouble is, I don't either. But you know, again, when you go back to the comic book run, Agatha was a part of it as well, wasn't she? Especially as you come to the penultimate issue.
But bro, the Agatha series, like the character that played, the actress that plays Agatha and her character is cool, but the rest of it is just so gay.
It's a DEI nightmare.
It's bad,
guys. It's bad. DEI gay. It's so gay, guys. It's so gay. It's like uncomfortably gay. Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was a different person back then.
Somebody's gonna clip that.
How about now?
I'm not. All right.
Okay, we can deal with a little gay. We can even deal with quite a bit of gay. We just can't.
But
deal
not
with
that kind of gay.
We don't want gay. I don't want gay. Okay. Gay. Dude, the guy who plays like her son or something is like so gay. He's like,
yeah,
he's like super bottom power bottom twink. All right.
I don't think I've ever heard.
Anyone waiting for you tonight?
No.
So when I first started watching, I was like, why is he in his human form? Right?
Yeah. It's cool the way I love the way they do it. They're doing it though.
Yeah, and my question in this is going to be answered in the series. How? Because he's in the regular world, and at this moment, he's in the regular world somehow in human form. And then he closes up the shop of his bar or whatever the hell that is, restaurant.
Yeah.
And he goes and he plugs into his robot self into the computer. Basically, he's going home, and that's like his digital.
Right.
But my thing is like, how is he showing as human? Like,
well, he
like the other Vision couldn't even do that, right?
Didn't he looked human?
Yeah, he
when
did.
He had the Infinity
did.
Stone, right?
In Infinity War, he was human. Remember, him and Wanda spent their time at the hotel
Oh,
together.
that's right. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So he can do it, and again, White Vision can do it. He's still got the powers without the stone, but it's just the
and how
he's plugging himself in at night.
So he's basically charged. He has to charge himself like a battery.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just me.
This is cool.
Yeah. You know what's funny is immediately I'm like, at first I'm like, oh Terry, what a cool way to save money. Just have everyone in their human form. But then there's no way they saved a lot of money because like the whole digital landscape has got to cost a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Who am I?
I was an Avenger, but I'm not a hero anymore.
See that revision on the poster?
Yeah, the different movie posters with like Vision and as different characters. It's cool. He's in his own home theater watching his old clips of himself. It's sort of cool.
But not his virtue.
Wait, so who is this character in the is that's not Agatha, right? Who is that? Does anyone know?
She's the famous.
It's the Vulcan, the Romulan.
Yeah, that's right. From Picard, season 1 and 2.
She was Romulan, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know who this character is.
Well, it's somebody. Well, you see, she's reading the Ego and Id book, so it's obviously about Vision. So it must be someone internal into his own psyche.
Yeah, maybe it's it's one of the other AIs, one of the other Tony Stark AIs. Like maybe it's Friday or Evie or.
All I have is his name.
Welcome home.
Because that's Jarvis.
Yeah.
So that's Jarvis. I bet you that's Friday.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I bet you because that's Jarvis. So I bet you that's Friday. Because that's Jarvis. Because that's the character that plays Jarvis in the Peggy Carter series when he's in his human form before he's turning into AI.
I have to admit I didn't watch that.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though. But that has to be Jarvis because that's the character that played Jarvis.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, in the Carter
I'm
series,
anti-Disney Plus. I mean, I'm literally only watching it because two reasons. I'm watching the Loki series for Doomsday, and I'm watching these other stupid shows so I can watch this one.
You know what I realized too? How close their him and Paul Bettany's voices are to each other. They're so close.
That's because all them Brits sound the same. Oh, sorry, John. Oh, sorry.
We do as well, old boy. Cup of Earl Grey.
Agent Carter, that's the name of the series.
Yeah.
So it says yes.
Like
O'Reilly Brady is credited as Friday. Yeah, I called it. So that's Friday, Jarvis, and I guess some maintenance robots. I don't know.
Hey, maybe I should pull up the Vision Quest IMDb.
Yeah, you should pull it up.
Yeah.
I think
they're robots.
This house is getting.
Oh, I do like this milk. This milk, 2% charge milk. That's sort of funny.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's getting crowded vision.
Ultron! Human avatars only.
Good looking older woman.
Oh,
James
yeah.
freaking Spader, bro! Yeah,
The man.
dude, I love James Spader so much.
I know, man. I'm with you there.
Can I just
Guy
say
is
that
the best.
What is that? That's a New York skyline, but he's got in his own world. He's got a countryside in the background.
Yeah, it looks like a mix of like New York
Mountains
and
and
Russia and like countryside. Yeah, I think it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Sir, I cannot overstate the dangers of keeping him around.
Yes, but he is
Dad? Papa?
Dad.
Peepaw.
Papa.
Dad, Papa, Peepaw. You gotta understand. If this was made by someone we didn't know and it had James Spader, we'd be excited. It's made by Terry Matalas and it has James Spader. Are you kidding me? This is so anticipated for me. It's insane.
Well, and we know what we get with Paul Bettany. You know, we know he's a good Vision.
He's great.
So he's not going to screw that up. Terry's not going to screw up the story. And you got James Spader, who's a wild card and is great and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a stranger to myself. That family wasn't real.
You sure about that?
Agatha.
Hey, you know, they snuck Todd Stashwick into this show for an episode.
Did they really?
They did.
Yeah, good for him, man.
I'm so glad. Todd is such a great guy.
Who's he playing?
They don't list his character.
Okay,
look at the background in the scene.
I hope he's
Can I
playing.
just say?
I hope he's playing Dungeons and Dragons in the show.
Yeah. Look at the background there in the scene.
Right.
Doesn't that remind you of WandaVision, which went up around the town?
The white screen?
Yeah, like the static.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a father, a machine called Vision.
Muzzle tough. It's a muzzle tough.
What?
A machine. I had a father.
So that's one of his sons, yeah?
Yeah, but that's not one of the characters that was in WandaVision.
Maybe it's a surprise after WandaVision.
But they didn't show both sons, they did.
No, I mean, so that's definitely not the power bottom son from Agatha.
No, but there was only one that was seen in Agatha, though.
Right, we didn't see the other one.
Power bottom is my new favorite word.
So maybe that's the other son that we didn't see in Agatha, and they just changed the actor, or maybe he got older or something.
Yeah.
Father, a machine called Vision.
Muzzle tough.
I love James Spader. Like muzzle tough. I love it.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
How is this possible?
How is this possible? Magic. Obviously magic. Because freaking
Do you think
Agatha.
you're gonna get Mephisto?
No, I think it's an Agatha thing, dude.
You don't think they're going to integrate that into this? This is just purely about
they introduced
Vision becoming Vision.
The only good thing, the one good thing about the entire Ironheart series, because everything else was so garbage and trash that I hated it. The one good thing, which made me hate it even more because it was good, was Sacha Baron as, was that his name right?
Mephisto.
As Mephisto.
Sacha Cohen, yeah.
Perfect casting for Mephisto. He's creepy. He's interesting. I would have loved to have seen him playing Mephisto in the MCU. I'm mad that they introduced him in the worst TV series of all time, which means we'll probably never see him again. I think that the Agatha, they alluded to Wanda's use of the Darkhold having some kind of effect that through her her and Vision's fake kids that she generated, or whatever you want to call it, manifested, through their souls, their manifested souls, into two other kids that looked similar from other parts of the country. So Agatha implied that her younger kid's soul essentially got thrown into some random guy's body, and that's why he was still alive. Which means that would also imply that her use of the Darkhold threw her older manifested son's soul into another person. I'm assuming.
Free us all and save
when I see stuff like that.
What's that?
When I see that, where he's hovering there and his eyes are going red, that is clearly going to be Ultron trying to take over. Because he still wants to manifest into Vision's body. Because that was his ultimate game, wasn't it? His ultimate goal was he was creating Vision because that was going to be the ultimate body for Ultron.
I'm going to go with another theory. I don't think Ultron's the antagonist in this.
You think Ultron's the antagonist?
No, I don't.
Absolutely not.
I don't think so. No,
absolutely not.
I think he plays someone who is a little unhinged and a little crazy, just like any older, some older people would be. But
then what?
I don't think he is. I think he's a red herring. I think that maybe they paint him as a bad guy, but I think he's just willing to do whatever it takes for his son and grandson, and maybe he goes over the line. But I don't think he's a bad guy.
Well, again,
go ahead.
I was just going to say quickly what it says there, and save your son. It makes me think it's a Mephisto thing. But remember in the comic books, I forget the name. It's not Mephisto in the comic books. It's the guy under him. You know, in the comic books. You know what I mean? He's like the, you know, he's like Chaos.
Yeah.
You know,
everyone was so sure that we would see Mephisto or one of his acolytes in WandaVision, and we didn't. Then everyone was so sure we would see Mephisto. What?
Pandemonium.
Well, yeah, everyone was so sure we'd see Mephisto or Pandemonium in Agatha, and instead we didn't. We saw Lady Death. So everyone thought we would see his characters, and the one time we saw Mephisto was in Ironheart, which is the worst thing ever rated on the entire Disney Plus platform. So I think Mephisto's off the table now, dude.
And I think with Spader, I think you don't bring him in to be an antithesis. I think he's going to be a voice of reason for Vision. I think he's going to be his Gandalf. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's going to be like the pragmatic voice.
Right. He's going to be his voice. Yeah, I think he's going to be his voice of reason.
Yeah. Like he's not burdened by morality in the same way that Vision is.
Which is perfect for Spader.
Perfect for Spader, right.
Also not burdened by reality.
Right, also not burdened by reality. Now I gotta push back. Of the groundbreaking trilogy, I'm sorry, WandaVision's cool. I gotta push back on this, guys. Agatha All Alone is not a good show. There's parts of it that are good, and the main character is sort of cool, but a lot of it, and the soundtrack's sort of cool. Oh, the soundtrack's actually pretty rad. But the majority of the actual story is boring. It's tedious, takes a long time to get where they're going, and then when you finally get where you're going, nothing happens.
Yeah, but Disney marketing has to do their job. You know what I mean? It's like the problem is now people are going to go back and watch it and go, I don't know. So you're reminding people of how bad it was by making them go watch it, which I will have to do now.
I mean, I have hope in my heart that the reason why they've stopped deciding to do TV shows is because of the Ironheart series. They suddenly went, this is really below the line.
Well, if you want to go worse than Ironheart, how about we go Secret Wars?
No, I think
Secret Invasion.
Guys, the Secret Invasion. That's what's called. I legitimately think Ironheart's worse.
Emilia Clarke.
Ironheart's worse than Secret Invasion.
They're both awful.
They're both awful. Yeah. Awful. See, Ironheart is awful, guys. There is like the hacker in that Ironheart show is a trans woman who still very much looks like a very heavyset man. Okay, it's a trans woman with like 6-inch nails. Okay, it looks like a fat guy with makeup and long nails, and he's typing on a computer, bro. Let me tell you something, dude. There is no way you're typing anything with 6-inch nails. I'm sorry, guys. Bro, it's like here we go. I'm gonna type with my 6-inch nail. It's like it's not possible, dude. I mean, it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. It was laughable. It looked like an SNL parody of a superhero movie. It was so bad, bro.
Was to understand my purpose.
With a genocidal maniac inside your head.
Nothing bonds a family together quite like mortal jeopardy.
I mean, that's cool. Also, it never showed once Ultron and Vision fighting. Not one time.
No, but they tried to insinuate.
But they tried to imply it. Right.
They tried to imply that was. I bet that wasn't even him talking to Ultron at that moment.
Right. I don't think so either.
You know how they do that crap.
Yeah, listen, I'm super stoked for this. What do you guys think? Are you super stoked?
Our audience score is we did put out a vote. Are you excited for Vision Quest? And our live audience is broken down. 33% say yes, 33% say no, 33% say could care less.
Wow.
So you got actually 66% who don't really care that this is coming out, which tells you what Disney Plus has done with their streaming shows up to this point, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and again, I really enjoyed the comic book run, so I am looking forward to this. Yeah, bring it on. I'm ready. October the 14th.
Yeah, listen, I'm a huge fan of Terry Matalas. I'm a huge fan of James Spader. I like Paul Bettany. I like the Vision character. Everything about this is great. I just don't want to have to I don't want to have to finish the stupid Agatha series, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to suffer
Let
with
us
that one.
know what you think in the comments below. Okay.
What you've been waiting for all
Shane,
day.
we need to talk. We need to talk about the end of Oak Street. And
it's over.
Before we get started, I'm going to say something. This is a spoiler discussion.
Yes, we're spoiling it, guys.
And a criticism and a praise. And I'm going to admonish some really, really foolish sounding critics of this film. First, I'd like to start by saying...
Are they true critics? I don't know.
I mean, you can't be a critic if you don't watch this damn
Rage
movie.
merchant, critic. I don't know if it counts if you're not being honest because you want to get clicks.
Yes, guys. Lord Todd said no muting. Yes, mute it. I will let you know when we're done. Okay, I'll do this, Lord Todd. But yes, this is spoilers. We're talking spoilers. John hasn't seen it. I'm sorry, John.
That's all right, mate. I take the hit for the team, you know.
But let me tell you something, John. You should watch this movie, bro. And I'll tell you why. This movie is 80s fun, adventure, tension, character growth, character development. It's a really, really fun, good movie. And you know what? I sat there watching it, and I'm writing down all my complaints, right? Yeah. I'm writing them all down. I hate this character. I hate this, blah, blah. I'm sitting there rage merchanting out, right? I'm like, blah, blah. And then the story gets you to the point where those criticisms are actually part of the character. And it was necessary for you to dislike that character or to understand their motivation, so when their character evolves and changes their position or their whatever, it has more weight. If you stopped watching the movie at that pivotal scene that we all know about and you walked out of the theater, then you didn't see the movie. And you couldn't possibly understand how good this movie is, because the last act is what ties the first two acts together and makes it a really, really fun movie and a really good movie. I'm going to buy this Steelbook 100%. It's going on my wall, dude.
It has issues, and we're going to talk about those today. But I think Brian makes a really good point. There are people out there saying that, that this is a liberal, woke, DEI, weird movie. And, listen, if you see it that way, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I might also question, how much you have gone so far to the right that you no longer can reason or be reasonable about things. There are one or two elements in here that are progressive, which we will talk about, but it doesn't take away from the movie. And I don't think it's the point of the movie, which we'll be discussing.
Well, yeah. And so, and we'll discuss that. I did want to, let's point this out real quick. And we're not punching down here because this guy has 100 and something thousand followers. So if anything, we're punching way up.
Oh, yeah. People love his takes because he's a smart ass. Well,
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm going to be clear here. This doesn't even make any sense. So he goes, woke checklist, the end of Oak Street. Race or gender swap? No, that didn't happen. Forced diversity, DEI casting? No. And he admits that's not in there. Interracial buddy cop, white, black, and white. I'm not sure how that's a woke thing to have a white and black
Interracial buddy cop. Well, you got to understand. I think this person's also coming from a hyper, like looking for this. And there are some people out there who are like looking for it. And if they even get the sense of the smell of it, they're like, oh, yeah. Yep, it's
but his own math doesn't make sense. He goes, so mixed race couples, no. Well, it did have a strong, unlikable female lead, check.
Yes.
Girl boss who's never wrong, check. I'm not sure if that's correct, though, by the way.
She's not a girl boss because they prove in, but she's not a Mary Sue. Let's put it that way.
Just going off his list, right? Women hurling up buns, no. So I'm not going to promote this. I'm going to go down to his worth it or woke meter. He said 99% quality F. But out of 23 things, only 7 of them are checked, which means his math doesn't make any sense.
That's right, bro. But if you put 33% woke with a B, your fan base, which wants to see this stuff, isn't going to click.
Yes, but why would he put?
It's got to be 99% F in order for people. This is the problem.
But you have to be so foolish to look at his stupid list and go, "Oh yeah, that's 99% F." What are you talking about? Your own math makes it a B plus. Your own math. You made the system. I didn't make it. Your own system makes us a B minus at worst, right? I didn't make this. You made this, Mr. Holt. You made this system. You're not even following your own rules, dude.
Yeah, I think I love this. I love this Trent's comment here. Interracial buddy cop. You mean like Lethal Weapon? Was that a woke movie?
Right. 48 hours. Like
48 hours.
He said, and I don't even agree with most of this. He said traditional family portrayal is bad or oppressive. No, the whole if you finish the movie, bro, you would see that the family is the most important part about it. He said, did the dad die? Check. Finish the movie, bro. I mean, like everything
and I think that's a lie. Like I don't believe, and this is part of the thing with Rage Merchants. I don't believe it. Like the one thing you got to say is, look. Oh my God, I just stormed out of the end of Oak Street because of spoilers. And then he gives spoilers. He didn't storm out of the end of Oak Street. I'm sorry. But you got to say that to get your attention because that's the way people operate here.
Oh, and that's what he said. I support Oak Street because of spoilers. Here's the problem. If you stormed out of end of Oak Street at that moment, and then you decide you're going to review this, then you're a disauthentic fool. Because you are rating a movie based on the first 2 acts. Okay, John, you haven't seen the movie yet. Can you review a movie based on the first 2 acts alone and not the conclusion?
No, and I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example. Last weekend, I finally got round to watching Disclosure Day. I hated it. It took me 3 breaks to get through it.
It was hard.
But I stayed to the end. It's a damn awful movie, but I stuck with it.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah. And so we watched the movie, and we're going to talk about the stuff we didn't like right now. But Shane and I are both pretty much on the same page here when we say this movie is 100% worth your time. It's a fun movie. It just reminded us of all our favorite movies growing up. The writing is cool. The premise is cool. The dinosaurs are cool. Everything about it is pretty cool. Shane, you want to give your point on that before we go into the stuff we didn't like?
Yeah, the thing about this movie, you understand, 99-minute movie. I came into it immediately concerned. Anything under 100 minutes I question. But it was pretty tight. There were a couple mistakes which we'll talk about. It's not as good as Steven Spielberg's movies from the 80s, okay? But it feels like one of those movies. And ultimately, the story was written so well that, and the characters were written so well that I enjoyed it to the point where I think it's the best dinosaur movie since Jurassic Park came out.
Yeah.
So, and out of all the sequels, like this movie's better than that.
Yeah,
and
this movie is better than every Jurassic Park movie after the original.
Because it's not a dinosaur movie.
It's not.
It's a family movie that dinosaurs happen to be involved in. And I think that's what we needed after all of these damn dinosaur movies where Universal just kept screwing it up with all the Jurassic World movies.
And it's a true sci-fi movie.
So I did enjoy it. I love the 80s throwback stuff. And I love the feeling some Steven Spielberg. I love the writer for this movie. I felt like it was a really good movie.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that one book you checked out at the library when you were 15 and you couldn't put it down all weekend.
Yeah.
And as an adult, you still remember it fondly, even though you forgot the title.
Oh yeah. That's a great way of putting it. It's
that.
Listen, if you love Twilight Zone, if you love Outer Limits, you're going to love this. You're going to like this movie. You're going to like it.
It's very cool, guys. Guys, it's really cool. I can't wait to take my kids on this coming Tuesday. I'm going to take them.
I'm taking my family too because I thought
I couldn't take my kid this week because he was recovering, but next week I'm taking my kid to see this movie. It's great. So here's what I didn't like about it.
Did watch it?
Okay. And this is a small thing, but I believe the lights will take us back home. That's what the dad says at one point. And they go, "How do you believe that? Why do you believe that? What's wrong with you?" And they start scolding him. And he's like, Why is it such a problem for the father to be hopeful for his children? And why are they so angry at him for trying to give them hope?
You talking about the wife?
It wasn't just the wife. It was the wife and the daughter both started scolding their father when he was trying to give them hope. And at some point,
the daughter scolding.
Yeah, she did. She goes, "Why would you say that? What's your evidence of that?" And he talked for a minute there. He talks about faith, and they scold him for having faith.
I don't remember that. I remember the wife doing it. I did not feel the daughter at all.
The son did too. I mean, the daughter did too.
We'll need a rewatch for that one, but I think there's a reason why the wife did it.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to explain, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying the reason why the wife did it is it's part of her. That's the problem between the two of them. He's an optimistic, hopeful person, and she's living one of the worst parts of her life.
She's a pessimistic, selfish BSETH.
Right. And so the two do not mix. And so the more hopeful he is, now you can also say he was a little too optimistic. When they're in crazy dinosaur land where everybody's going to kill him, dude, she's right. You need to go get water.
No, I'm sorry. What's the alternative, Shane? Should he just be like, "No, we're up, kids. We're all going to die"?
No, that's
what does a father do?
Listen to my words. Okay. Listen to my words.
Okay.
What I said was, he was like, "No, we need to stay here in the house." She's like, "No, we need to get food and water." So he had a moment where he was too, a little bit, I would say his character
separated,
his head was in the clouds a little bit.
Separated scenes. They weren't talking about staying in the house at that moment.
I'm just saying overall the character for the father.
I know, but in that moment when she started scolding him, my thing is, what's the alternative to being hopeful in front of your underage children?
It's not about that. So you can't really judge and say, "Wow, they made a mistake in this movie because she was mad at the father." She was mad at the father because that's her character arc. She's supposed to be mad at him. Like, it's the whole point of the story.
And my criticism is, I think they went overboard because a mother would recognize that they need to be hopeful in front of their kids.
Okay, so if you're going with like logic strands for this movie, there's tons of broken logic strands.
There is, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people who do things that you would not do in these situations.
Yeah, like that genius teenager gets in the car and starts bumping music in the middle of Dinosaur Town.
You do have to remember it is a movie.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
So it isn't Star Trek where we're following the logic everywhere. It is a fantastical movie. So people do a lot of stupid things in this movie and it gets them in trouble, or it should get him in trouble and the director misses it. I agree with you.
Yeah, the one thing though is Anne Hathaway's character was continually criticizing him for being optimistic.
Yes.
And it's one time I get, 2 times I'll buy, but the entire first 2 acts, she basically just put him down for trying to be optimistic around the kids, which was, and I know it's part of a character, but they overdid it.
But you understand, right, that she's wrong. Like, what you don't understand is you're assuming that it's written from the point of view or directed from the point of view that she's the correct one. What you don't realize, because you're a damaged male in a fragile society, you tend to look at that as being the hero. But what David Robert Mitchell was doing here was showing you that she was the one who was wrong. Because guess who doesn't need to be changed? The husband doesn't need to be changed.
He's the one guy that didn't need a, yeah. That's actually a good point. You know what? That's another good point in this movie. The one character that didn't require any personality change was the husband.
Right. So everybody who's arguing that this is like some weird liberal movie because she's a girl boss that has to destroy the husband. No, the husband was the only one who was fine.
Husband was the only one.
He was drinking because of her. He was working separate jobs because of her. She's the problem, guys.
Yeah.
This is so far from being like a weird liberal.
Yeah, this is anti-feminism. Like, for real. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. The one character that didn't require any personality adjustment was the dad. Everyone else required a personality adjustment to exist. He was the one that didn't have a problem. You know what? That's true. This is literally anti-feminist.
I'm sorry. I mean, there's a lingering lesbian budding potential romance occurring with a character
it's
that
a
we
blink
never
and you
needed
miss
to
it
meet,
though. Yeah.
which we never needed to meet on screen, was totally unimportant to the story and all that stuff. But it's so slight and not specific. It's only a look, and maybe and you can almost maybe say that the girl didn't have any friends, and so she was excited to have a friend. You could almost read it a couple of different ways. So it didn't affect the movie whatsoever, but people are like grasping onto that like for death, because like they're gonna die or something.
And there's a blink and you miss it moment at the very end. It's so short, you guys. Shane reminded me of it. Like, it was so small, I forgot it until Shane reminded me of it that night.
Yeah, and had he not just lingered, and I know he probably did it for the suits,
right?
To have that. Where's your progressive moment in this movie, Mr. Robert Mitchell? Okay, here it is. The girls give I hold the camera an extra 2 or 3 seconds longer than I should have,
right?
And I cut to the brother to get his response. Which, by the way, I will say, I do think that the kids were miscast. Yeah. I don't think that they were. Neither of the children had much charisma. Like, this is the Ewan McGregor, Anne Hathaway show for sure.
It is for sure. No, you're totally right. Interesting too, is it's almost like it's very interesting. The guy wrote this, and if you just glossed over the story, it would look progressive.
It does.
But if you see the whole movie, it's actually anti-progressive. It's pro-family. Pro-father, right? Pro-masculine. It's optimistic. Like, in every way, it sort of works. And you know what? The neighbor that everyone hates, that guy looked a lot to me like a super liberal dude complaining about stuff. All my liberal neighbors look exactly like that guy. All I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, and in the end, he's thanking for getting his life saved.
I'm telling you, this is literally like, if you glance at it, it looks progressive. It looks liberal. But the second you read the whole thing, it's actually the opposite of liberal. In every way, this is a conservative film set in a conservative time. It's very interesting.
Right. And so some of the things that you probably, if you've come here to see it and you want to know about the spoilers and you haven't seen it, but you still want to know. So essentially what happens is the family, a storm happens. They're having these like weird anomalies where there's like this flash of light and something weird happens. There's a plant that's like from that you would not see in present day.
The Jurassic area,
and says, wow, that looks like a plant from 200 million years ago. And then there's a pile of dinosaur dung, which the neighbor thinks it's a joke that the kids did in his backyard. But then eventually this bubble, whatever this is, because they don't explain exactly what it is, other than you get a little radio thing saying there's like some sort of anomaly from space based on solar flares. Like, you hear a little radio thing about that. And then the daughter mentioned something about wormholes.
Yeah, about Carl Sagan, right?
Carl Sagan and wormholes. So what's really interesting about it is basically an entire section of town, a big neighborhood, gets like swapped with Jurassic time, right? In history.
They basically swap them, right?
They just get swapped, a whole big bubble. And we spend the entire movie them trying to like sort it out and get back. So in the end, of course, we end up getting cool time travel and a good solution. So overall, really solid movie.
McGee, we see your super chat. We're going to save that for the very end because I want to answer you, okay? One other criticism I had is that the son, what you said was miscast. I agree. He is dumb as a rock, and his name is Brian, which also sucks. He is not very bright. But on that same note, the freaking Bully scene was stupid and not necessary.
Unnecessary.
You could have cut. Weird? Yeah, I could have cut it out and wouldn't have changed anything.
I feel like something was left on the cutting room floor.
Had to be.
So the bully scene gets set up. Here's what happens. His little friends, the main child character, his friends. Apparently, he stuck I think it was a stick in someone's spokes.
Flipped around.
They went over their handlebars, broke their arm. So as they're talking about this, they see this new girl that's moved in that's supposed to be cute, and they're like watching her through the thing. So there's the setup, right? So when he runs from the bully later in the movie before they get...
By the way, am I too old or are they too young? Because, like, I didn't see... Like, is that supposed to be, like, the super cute girl from American Pie that's there next door, the Eliza Cupboard kind of? Because I'm not seeing that anymore in these movies. I'm just seeing a plain-looking kid. Like...
Well, you know, when you're 13, girls usually aren't scantily dressed.
But when we're in the 90s, they had like 24-year-olds playing the teenagers, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's an attractive person.
I don't know. I would go back to like the Goonies movies, and the main female character was
even she was cute, whatever her name was.
She was cute, but what you're saying is this girl's not cute.
No, not at all.
All right. Well, what's cute to some is uncute.
Sort of plain and fugly.
I would say these boys found her cute.
Okay.
So let's just put it at that. And so what ends up happening is he's running from the bully later, the older brother who wants to now kick his butt because he broke his brother's arm, which I get. And he behind the bushes at her house. She notices him. He doesn't notice her. Okay. So there's like this weird setup. He notices her first. She doesn't notice him. Then she notices him. He doesn't notice her. You think they're setting up some sort of romance. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'll tell you what I think happened. So later on in the movie, after they've been transported back in time, the bully catches up with him and stupidly beats him up. Has this really weird scene where he like violently goes at him like he's gonna kill him, and then he stops all of a sudden, weirded out, and then we never hear anything again about this.
And it's weird because like at this point, it's been what, like 2 days that they've been crawling with dinosaurs,
or at least a day or two. And why would this guy's kid's main concern not be the fact that they're in dinosaur land and he's still mad about this thing?
Where's your priorities, dude? There's a T-Rex hunting you. Like
I believe the director. Yeah, right. I believe the director's point here was there was something else, but I believe the studio stepped in and said, no, let me give you a note. It's not the boy and the girl who get together. It's the two girls.
Right.
I promise you, because the whole movie is set up for the boy and the girl to be the romantic interest.
It's what it's set up for. 100%.
Somebody told David Robert Mitchell, nah, change that. But he'd already shot the damn movie.
Right.
So how the hell are you going to do that? Now, when he ends up shooting the scene where they meet and he ends up having the girls have a lingering look. So frankly, I think once again, the studio probably stepped in and he had to cut some stuff that didn't make sense, which makes that scene broken. Now, the good news is...
And I think the lingering look, I think that was mostly editing. I bet you it was just...
Possibly.
It was just editing.
But here's the thing. It doesn't take away from the main story that matters.
Not at all.
So I wouldn't even... maybe I gave this movie a B+ where I could have given it an A- because of that. And that
character who is sort of plain and fugly is not necessary, right? She's not necessary unless she's a love interest, right?
Which she was supposed
I think you're right.
to be.
I think she was supposed to be that. Right? I think the studio made them cut stuff.
The classic. Sorry, John. I'm gonna let you go right now. The classic little girl, boy, star-crossed lovers.
Yeah, Goonies, bro. Goonies.
Movie.
Right.
There's always one. Go ahead, John.
Two things I want to ask, really. Very similar to what you've said about Jean Grey in the Spider-Man movie. I just want to check. In the trailer, the woman on her porch, the dinosaur bites her head. Is she okay?
Yeah, no.
and also, is this a one and done, or does it lead into a sequel?
I pray to God there's never a sequel to this movie.
John, I needed that. Yeah. That was great. That was great. Yeah, there's gonna be people like, there's no actual evidence of the dinosaurs killing people on screen.
Yeah.
Because it's rated PG-13, you can't show them literally biting their heads off. Yeah, listen.
Her head's lying by the car. Her head's lying by the car, but she's blinking. She must be okay.
John, that lady is dead as hell, bro. and there's no way there's a sequel unless the studio forced one, and it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. So there's no sequel, no possible. I don't know if there's any other problems, but I would like to talk about the big surprise in the movie.
Okay, hold on. I do have one more little issue.
Okay.
Okay. And it's a small issue, but it is an issue. I feel like everyone in the neighborhood, except for the main characters, are genuinely retarded.
I agree. I totally agree.
Like genuinely mentally retarded.
Like if I'm writing this story, you know what bothers me the whole time I'm writing it? I know I'm supposed to have humans come together to try to defend each other. Like, and that does not happen.
No, we do get moments of that. And at first it was a criticism. Yeah, like so when the Asian girl comes out and shoots the lizards.
But that's the end, bro. I'm talking, and then she only did that because she momentarily felt like it. I mean, but I'm talking about
goes, get away from them, and she shoots them, and they immediately kill her.
No, I mean,
like immediately kill her. Like,
as soon as they go into dinosaur land and the shock wears off, the very next thing humans are going to do is band together to protect themselves.
Yeah, but they've already established that the neighbor is a dick.
Well, right? That one, but the dude, they can't. No, I'm sorry. This is a criticism I have. Big one.
Well, and the one friendly person she had died like at the beginning of the movie.
No, the beginning of the show, they're having a block party. Like, listen, I was there in 1982, and there were some block parties, but not like this.
Not like
this
that.
is a Hollywood block party. Yeah. Like every neighbor's cousin, sister, aunt, whatever, they were all out there barbecuing, and they were the best of friends. So let me tell you something. The one thing that doesn't make sense, my criticism of the writer and the director in this is when they go to dinosaur land, I promise you they're going to be lumped together. But in the case of making this movie, so you don't make it an ensemble and you've got these two people you're paying a ton of money to, you can't really make it a group movie. You know what I'm saying? That would have made it a little more interesting, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Like I said, the neighbors were genuinely mentally retarded. There's this moment where they're like running. It's in the trailer, by the way. It's not even spoiler. They're like, run, get in your house. She's like, what? And the guy's like,
I know it's true.
And you're like, like, if I'm, first off, how are you not noticing the running velociraptors? Okay, if someone runs by me and is like, get back in your house, I'm not even questioning. No, I'm like, all right. It's just
all the dinosaurs had feathers. Maybe they were confused.
I mean, dude, giant, savage-looking ostriches. That lady was stupid. Very stupid, bro.
The guy on his roof shooting at everybody and like not thinking he's going to get killed once he runs out of 6 bullets.
You know what's crazy, bro? When I saw that, I was like, I can totally see the rage merchants having a field day with this stupid scene because they're so one-noted. And they're like, oh, yeah, look at the one straight white guy with a gun. Look, first off, how do you know the guy is straight? There's no girlfriend. There's no wife. You have no idea. He's by himself. You have no idea if he's straight or not. So these people are saying the straight white guy with a gun is totally eaten to death. First off, you don't know if he's straight. In fact, he looks sort of gay, actually, if you think about it.
What is the gay?
He had a gay vibe. Like he had like the sort of soft features with the glasses. Honestly, if you had to ask,
is he
what's
twerking on the roof or something?
What's the percentage? If it's 100% is heterosexual and 0% is gay, what would you give him? I'd be like 50-50. Okay, honestly, 50-50.
Ugly to be gay.
I couldn't tell you if he was gay or not.
It's too ugly to be gay.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You know, I know a lot of gay people are ugly as hell, bro.
You know what's funny is he gave some alpha male energy at the wife. He actually gave alpha male energy at both of them.
But the second she snapped back, he was like,
and I'm not sure why he blamed the kids for like the poop in the backyard.
Really
like, there's really no evidence. Why would you do that?
The reason why they killed him is because they set him up so that when he died to the pterodactyls, you wouldn't care. Yeah, because he was such a dickhead.
Yeah, that's why.
That's the point. Yeah. So here's the deal. Aside from what we said, the movie is actually really good. So I do want to answer Matt McGee. Matt McGee said, wouldn't the fact that she saves the husband at the end from ever going into the past somehow change the original events?
Okay, this is good.
On their wall in the future, you still see a pic of them with the dinos going on. Except for, yes, the characters that saved them are not the same characters that went in the past, which is why she didn't call herself. She called her husband, who they established was out doing pizza deliveries because he had lost his job.
No, I know what Matt's saying.
I can see what you're saying, but I think Yeah.
Good.
Well, from my perspective, we're seeing the timeline in real time, right? And they come back. Oh, it's like in their version of real time. When they come back a few minutes early, their now younger selves are still going to go back, and it might change their outcome. But for their particular outcome, what it's the many universe theory.
Okay, it depends. Okay, right. So the real argument here is depends on what rules of time travel you're following. If you're following Back to the Future time travel,
they're boned.
Matt's 100% right.
Right.
Just like the idiot on Twitter who said, I don't know, they took the dad from the other family. Yes, if you're following Back to the Future time travel, she just screwed herself, right? Because the husband saves her in the before times, right? whatever happened before.
In the before four times.
But if you're the believer that every time travel is a new string or a new branch,
it's a many universe theory, right?
So yeah, then it wouldn't matter because their branch continues on regardless of what happened.
So the second they traveled the second they jumped in that portal and traveled back in time, they jumped branches. They're no longer on the branch they were in. They are creating their own branch at that moment.
And by the way, I fucking hate that version of time travel. I love the Back to the Future version of time travel,
but it is the approved scientist theory for time travel. It is
whatever
the many universe theory is like
it's not proved. It's a theory.
I mean, yeah, it's obviously, but it's the approved, not proved. It's the approved.
It's the approved.
It's the one that most physicists buy as the best explanation for time travel.
Well, you know what? How I feel about most scientists believing in something. Yeah, most of them are full of shit.
I like to go back and make sure the almanac is burnt and then everything's okay.
Basically, time is a river, and you can make puddles in it, but it's gonna have to go back to its.
I want a single timeline theory. I'm sorry. I
like single timeline because it's easy for us to pick apart and have fun with.
Yeah.
But basically, this is the many universe theory for sure. And the second they pulled their dad out, when they pulled him out of that, they basically doomed that universe's version of themselves.
Yeah, I wonder.
But they also don't give a crap, just like Rick and Morty wouldn't give a crap because they're not them.
Mom, if you saw Back to the Future, let's say, well, no, it was 82. It had been before Back to the Future came out in that universe, right? So they wouldn't know that perhaps not letting him go back to the future would affect them.
No, yeah.
That's funny. When she just made that choice, she might have just screwed them all.
Imagine if they saved their dad and the last scene is them fading away.
Yeah, that would have been
and only he's still alive.
Only he stays. That would have been sweet.
So the movie would have had suddenly three dinos appear in front of him instead.
Well, no, so dinosaurs were still there because remember it's swap places. So when their neighborhood left, the dinosaurs that were in that general area of that neighborhood in the Jurassic time would then teleport to modern times. And it shows the government handling it. But interesting is it showed her full character arc. First off, she saves her husband immediately, and then she makes the delivery call, and then she goes and she calls all the neighbors, even the ones she wasn't friendly with,
to save them. Yes,
to save them, people she didn't like. She makes a full 180 change, right? And
so in the end,
I love that tidbit you just brought up. The only person that didn't need to change was the father. That's actually brilliant.
Yeah, and the kids were probably hurt by what they're fighting and arguing what was going on, but the mom needed to change, and she did. I mean, she was writing a novel about leaving her husband and kids and going off and doing her own thing.
So weird.
She got such a powerful injection of freedom of what it would be that she's screw this. I'm gonna stay home where family is. Family.
Yeah, screw this. Family's the most important, not my selfish nonsense.
Matt, thank you for the super chat. That was really
thank you, Matt.
Fantastic. A big super chat. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, listen, guys, overall, it's a really fun movie. You should take your family. It's not woke. It's not literally there's one blink and you miss it, possibly woke moment that your kids will never notice. Again, I barely noticed. It's not important. The movie is 100% about family. It's about the family unit, and the dinosaurs are just a part of the story in a really cool way. And I agree with Shane. I think it's probably the best dinosaur movie since the first Jurassic Park.
Yeah, well said, man.
It's 100% going on my wall. It's at some point it'll be back there with the other steelbugs. it's a good movie, and it's worth the price of the steelbook.
Well said, John. You're gonna love it when you watch it.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're gonna really love it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what you guys
think. As long as the woman's okay, as long as that woman's okay, that's all I care about.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And that's the one woman she didn't save. She was like, "No, she's too stupid to be in my universe. Let her die.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Let her die."
I will say it did come out 5th. We showed it on Thursday, but it is my 5th favorite movie of 2026.
Yep, and it's worth it. But the neighbors being so stupid is really, like, it did bother me. Like every time they, like,
well, that is the bothersome part of the movie is that people really make a lot of really dumb choices. But it's almost like in a horror movie where you're like, don't run towards the chainsaws.
Why are you going in there? Yeah,
like you don't have a movie.
Why are you going in the dark room full of knives?
Right. If you have too many smart humans, nobody gets killed by the dinosaurs, and well, you got to have that.
Yeah, it's really funny too because when the little blonde teeny bopper girl goes out into the car to bump music in the middle of the night, surrounded by dinosaurs, I'm like, are you just retarded? Like, why would you do that? Like, what's the point of that?
Did they know about the dinosaurs when she did that?
100%, bro. It was like day 2.
They did. That was night 2. Okay. Yeah. I mean, she's a stupid teenager, so we can kind of lay that there. But I think they wanted to. The song they chose, I say that was there were some bad choices in this movie. I mean, like the movie overall is good.
Well, I like the part where the Flintstones meet the Flintstones.
That was a trailer choice, though.
But it was really cool because the family didn't know yet they were transported Jurassic, and they're like taking off to school. Yeah, and the kids like singing Flintstones meet the. It's very clever.
True. That's true.
To be honest, I also think about this. What you say about stupid neighbors, I also think about that there would be YouTubers out there who would go, "There's dinosaurs everywhere. Wait, I'm going to stream live right now."
And get eaten while they're
I'm sorry. I already stopped the clip, but we have to mention this. The best part of the movie was the thing that wasn't even a dinosaur, the salamander thing.
It was a snake.
A snake or whatever. Freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was literally like a giant python.
It was the coolest. It was the coolest I've ever seen a giant creature on scene outside of Godzilla.
It was my favorite. I really did enjoy. I mean, the way they had it move, go through the house. I really dug it.
Anaconda type thing.
Oh no, even bigger than Anaconda, but gigantic. And they teased it. Movie. So it's in like it's in like one of the above ground pools, and the kid runs by, and that thing lifts its head and sort of slithers out, and they tease it. And I really wrote this down. I wrote this in my notes. I'm like, how are they going to tease such a cool thing and just as a side note? And then like 25 minutes later,
it paid
it off, and it's so good, bro. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Those people complaining that, oh, how did the mom know how to shoot a gun so well? They show you in the beginning a picture of her on the wall with her with a rifle. The woman has learned how to shoot at some point.
Now listen, man. Whoever wrote the guy who wrote it and directed this, he dotted his I's and crossed his T's, 100%.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the Spider-Man says she was listening to the music in the car in the garage. No, it was outside when it wasn't.
No, it was in the garage.
Was it?
Yeah, she was in the garage in the car.
Why were they showing?
Dinos, they're clearly going to hear that though. Surely.
Yeah, why would but it showed outside the car and you can hear the boom, boom, boom music.
I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe I'm being overcritical.
No, she just was listening to a song because there was no power in the house. So unless her brother had a Walkman, right? But she may not have had a way to listen to music without sitting in the car and turning on the battery.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, that's what I thought.
Also, the dinosaurs are cool, man. They had feathers and stuff. Like this might have been the most possibly accurate version of a dinosaur.
I know, but I like my dinosaurs without feathers. I'm just a traditionalist.
But it wasn't feathers.
What the new theories are?
No, bro.
If they came back now, I would shave them.
It wasn't.
Get on their backs and
you'd
shave
pluck them. No, listen.
Yeah.
It wasn't feathers like a bird feathers, bro. It was
right.
It was like a sparse little. It almost looked like thin little feathery hairs, almost
like hair, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and they still looked like dinosaurs, but you could see like there's
sort of thing.
Like mangy dog hair sort of feathers. It worked. In fact, this is now my mind's eye of what the feathered dinosaurs would look like. Like honestly, because
Matt McGee says that the monkey or the the music listening was outside. So maybe I misremembered. Maybe you remembered properly.
I
But I thought it was inside the garage.
Yeah, I remember it being outside.
Okay, I could be wrong here.
Yeah, but listen, great movie. You guys should watch it. And by the way, spoilers over. Spoilers are over. Spoilers over.
Come back.
Wave your hand, Johns. Spoilers over, everyone. Spoilers over. All right. You got Thank you, Kenneth the Rogue, for 5 pop size. We're going to be going to the member section pretty soon, so it's perfect timing.
I'm sorry, Penny, you couldn't get your membership, but Ken, thank you for trying.
We'll get you there.
So Penny says she listens to music in the garage. Matt McGee says it was outside.
I thought it was in the garage too, but
you know what?
Maybe they're watching.
We're gonna have to watch the movie again to know, and that's not really a spoiler. That doesn't matter really in the movie at all. So, no more spoilers, guys. Something Channel says I really dug Primitive War, so I'm interested in this. Yeah, Primitive War was actually a pretty good movie, and I think those dinosaurs had feathers too, right?
I didn't see that one.
I think they did. Let us know, Jeff.
Same.
All right, we're gonna be going to the super. Hold up, let me do this real quick. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. I get stuck in my head now.
They're a modern Stone Age family from the
town
of Bedrock. They're a modern Stone Age family, or they're a place right out of history.
Flintstones.
Yeah, I used to watch that show when I was a kid.
Did you ever see, was it Family Guy, where they did the Flintstones, but it's like the aerial helicopter cam with the drunk driving Fred Flintstone. He's got a dinosaur with him.
Seth loves the Flintstones.
Yeah.
He's got a dinosaur. All right, let me just set this membership live thing real quick. All right, we're going to go on 10 minutes. So we have 10 minutes to sort of wrap this up, guys.
Okay. Did we get all the super chats from earlier?
We did. And in the members section, we're going to be talking about Reacher season 4 and Lanterns. The first 5 minutes of the first episode. I gotta say, I'm pretty pleasantly surprised. I think that I'm getting excited about this show, and I wanted to talk about some of the comments I heard from friends of ours like Chris Gore and others. So what we're gonna do is, reminder, tomorrow night sometime, we're gonna go live, and I gotta figure out when it's happening. So hopefully it's earlier in the night than not so late.
Oh yeah, when is it dropping?
Yeah, we should figure out when it's dropping. But after the episode drops, we're gonna watch it and then immediately go live, and we'll figure out exactly what time that is. Hey, listen, if it does launch like tonight at midnight or something.
Ooh, it's 6 p.m. Pacific time, so we'll be able to do it. What, like 8?
No, 7:30. 7:30. Well, it's only an hour.
All right, well, give me enough time. Yeah, okay, we'll be right there. Right after it's over, we'll be there.
Yeah, let's just do it right afterwards. Because I gotta get some sleep too. Man. Come on, man. So in the member section, we're gonna be talking about that and Reacher, and of course all the side quests and all that stuff.
Oh, Reacher, yeah.
By the way, don't forget, please go and subscribe to Sci-Fi Chronicles 79. We got to get this guy to 1,000 before the end of the year. So get over there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Get your friends, your wives, your husbands, your significant others, your kids, all their devices, their tablets. Find YouTube and subscribe to Sci-Fi Chronicles 79 ASAP.
Love it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
And also, just to quick wrap up this poll that we said, 62% of the people on our live chat right now said they are not going to go watch this movie in theaters. Let me just say, if you're planning not to go watch it because, no money or whatever, no big deal. Or if you're planning not to watch it because you think it might not be good, let me just tell you this. Support this movie so that way we don't get more Jurassic crap. Because I would prefer more movies like this with dinosaurs than what we're currently getting. So
100%. 100%. Yeah. And look, I don't know where you're from, but if you're near a Cinemark, okay, Tuesdays is half off, which means for like $7 you can go to the movies. So do this. I suggest forego some kind of treat that you spend $7 a week on, and go watch this movie on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
All right, I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. I've watched a lot of movies this year. Funny story. The Cinemark I go to has these soda machines. You know the freestyle Coke machines or whatever?
Yeah.
And I've been to the movies for 4 months. I've been going to every movie like we do for the show. And every time I go, I get a sugar-free Barks root beer or a Coke Zero. And every time, this entire year, it's been flavorless. Like, there's barely any syrup.
Oh.
Finally, after this movie, I go up to the teller. I'm like, hi, you're the manager, right? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, look, I'm not complaining. I love the theater, but I need to let you know, I've seen 25 movies this year, and every time I've come to this theater, I've gone to a different freestyle machine, trying to find the freestyle machine that has enough syrup. I've tried different combinations of Coke Zero and Root Beer Zero and Dr. Pepper Zero, whatever. I've tried every version of it. And for some reason, it just tastes like slightly sweetened carbonated water. And I don't know if you can fix it or what, but it's a problem because it's making me want to smuggle in drinks. And she's like, listen, I get it. Something's wrong with the machines. And we're trying to fix them. You have my permission until I get these fixed to go ahead and smuggle in your drinks.
Nice.
So
because they don't really give a shit anyways, bro.
Right. So next week, and she said it with a smile, but next week, I'm bringing like a 12-pack of Coke Zero in there. And when I get stopped, I'm gonna say, Chrissy said I could. I'm just saying.
There you go. Thank you to Jillian. Thank you to Jillian for 5 Popcast Brothers Live gift memberships. Thank you for trying for Penny. You're sweet. Thank you so much for the donation. Welcome new members. Penny, we got to get you there somehow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Penny. Good try, guys. Good try, Ken. Good try, Jillian.
We'll keep fighting.
Hopefully next time. Also, Matt McGee said, I get cream soda with vanilla. So I guess I got to try the Dr. Pepper with vanilla. I have to try so basically the vanilla variant is probably where the flavor is because these freestyle things suck lately, bro. It's crazy. It's like drinking carbonated water. I don't understand it.
I'm Pepsi Zero at my place. That's the only thing that doesn't have sugar besides water, so that's where I'm at.
No, I get it. Okay. So about
we're gonna talk about popcast.co. Did you already talk about this?
Oh yeah, baby, you know what? We'll promote it again now you're here. Yeah, guys, please go check out popcast.co. It's our Popcast Brothers website. There are 3 editors, me, Shane, and John. That's it. That's all there ever be. There's no ads, no Raid Shadow Legends, no whatever current AI thing is.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, no worried Shadow Legends. No no trackers, no cookies, nothing. This is a straight up, no nonsense, no frills website for articles and videos, and that's it. And so, it'll always be just that. We put this together for one purpose: to be able to share content with you outside of the tech, the oligopoly that is the current tech social system. It's ours. This is our pirate ship, and it's completely free, totally and solely.
Yeah, through our subscription from whoever we bought it from. But yes, go ahead.
No. We do use a service.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
No, but that service is not. It's not tech. Oh, you're ruining my point.
Until they decide to charge us more.
Well, no. If the hosting service wants to charge us more, then I'll just self-host it. We figured out how to do that recently, didn't we, Shane?
Yeah, we did, and I'm just being funny. Go ahead.
You son of a bitch.
at your which I've been doing for years, so at your cost.
All I'm saying is we can't be kicked off this, okay? Right? They can't control it. There's no ads, nothing. It's ours. I want you to go check it out. Popcast.co, baby.
Yeah, and subscribe, and every time I drop a new article, which I've been doing every day pretty much, then you'll get it sent to your email so you can go and check it out.
Yeah.
We appreciate the support.
We want to thank everyone for the memberships. And by the way, Penny, you said prepaid bank cards I've used in the past have blocked cards. So this is not an ad. We're not sponsored in any way by this. But I'm going to give you guys a little tip. If you go to, it's called privacy.com. That's what it's called, privacy.com. You can set up a bank account. It's free, totally free. And it will allow you to generate debit cards that pull from your bank account completely free. And it's safe. I've been using it for almost 5 years. I no longer have my actual debit card anywhere on the internet. Every website has its own little credit card, and you can control the limit. You can say I'm only going to spend $1 or $5 or $50, whatever you want. I'll only spend this monthly or one time or total. It's totally free and totally worth it. And that's how you should be making your payments online. In fact, if you sign up for a trial on Netflix or whatever, use this and set the cap at $2 so it can never charge your bank account. And you don't even got to worry about canceling anything anymore. Just use this and let them figure it out. All right. Well, guys, don't forget, go check out us tomorrow, Stargate Watch Party at 12:30 p.m. PST on Sci-Fi Chronicles 79. Guys, I have 10 seconds to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Thanks, everyone. See you next week. Oh, get into the members section. Freaky Naughty.
Freaky Naughty in the members section. Let's go. Do it.
Nothing is impossible. Just
do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Just
do it.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Become a member today. Bottom left. Click join.
Believe.